another Hitmon Pokemon, Gizmo?
Yes.
So should it Hitman Statham?
Why Jason Statham?
Oh, because Jet Li sounds too close to Bruce Lee.
L-E-E.
Maybe we could call it Hitman Jet.
Yeah, well, no.
Well,
What the hell is going on here?
Hitmon Top, Hitmon Chan, Hitmon Lee. One's capoeira, one's boxing, one's
okay.
Jikundo.
So, the first taste of the new stream that this stream gets is us talking about Hitman Jason Statham and Hitman Jet Li. Hello,
Hitmon
ladies
Crush.
and gentlemen.
Hitmon Crush.
Okay, that one might be worthwhile. Yes, we were talking about Pokemon.
Yeah, we were talking about hypothetical Pokemon. Welcome back to Mehcast Reacts Screwattack Top 10s Part 6. We were live before, but for some reason, I couldn't hear anybody. And... okay, then. I couldn't hear anybody, and my best attempts to make my headphones reconnect didn't work until I turned Bluetooth off and then back on again, my headphones off and back on again, and then manually reconnected after I put them in pairing mode. That's great. I don't know, that's just great. The Windows Bluetooth drivers are held together by,
duct tape.
Microsoft Excel, duct tape, and Bill Gates' hopes and prayers.
So anyway, we are now on Screwattack Top 10 hardest NES games. We already know what number 1 is.
If you want
we don't even have to watch the video. If you've watched our past streams, you fucking know.
Yeah, if you want to, vote for your favorite martial arts themed Pokemon in the comments or chat. The first person to suggest Hitman Norris will get a slap. Ow.
Hitmon's Sunshiro.
Trying to remember the actor's name, and it's blanking my mind.
Hitman Sunshiro.
Sega would probably press a lot of legal concerns to Nintendo.
Oh, same guy who played Kamen Rider Ichigo. Hitman Ichigo.
I forgot he was like
and any potential lawsuit from Kubo.
Did you know that
he was that?
Did you know that he actually did all of his own stunts until a motorcycle accident broke his leg on set, and that was why they started using stuntmen in the suits?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of clever, too. You wouldn't really know unless someone pointed it out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so let's get right to the video.
I still want to hit them on Sunshiro Pokemon.
Hitman-san. You could call it Hitman-san.
Hitmonchito.
We just don't want him to evolve into Hitman Seagal.
Oh, we already know what that's going to be. It's just pushing you against... It's just one attack's going to be... One attack's going to be pushing you up against the wall, and another one is going to be bitching about his ex-wife.
He will be completely zen until you press the ex-wife button, and then he'll be like, "You tell that bitch!"
That's the third attack. It's a zen mode, and it does nothing.
Zen mode does nothing, but it does charge up the rage meter.
I think there was already a zen mode for a different Pokemon, which was Darmanitan.
Well, that just means we can copy it over for Hitman Seagal.
I am very zen, and I have become one with the spirits. Hey, your ex-wife called, says she's not coming. You tell that bitch she better come with the fucking kids, or I'm a fucking killer. So anyway, I'm zen. I am one with the forest.
And I love bathing with Asian, Australian, and Russian prostitutes, who I pay to pretend to be sisters, in a pool full of Steven Seagal's lightning energy drink.
Is that even good? I gotta wonder if that's even
tastes. I don't know. I would love to get my hands on some of it. That man's fucking nuts. He had a brand of... Okay, so he had this brand of essential herbal supplements that, like, originally he grew them on his ranch and like had like Mexican slaves bottle them up or whatever, and then he like he partnered up with some company that makes herbal supplements, and now they've like taken his name off the branding like 10 years later and are using like a slightly similar thing. It's like how Ernie Ball and Peavy still make the same kind of things they did with Van Halen after Van Halen left. They just have different names for them. The same formula and everything. And it's
Anyway,
really
let's get
weird.
started. Put it on the video.
Is Ernie's middle name Harry? Harry Bowles. Bowles.
No, Ernie's son's name is Sterling.
And that sounds more manly than funny.
I love how we've already hit like 2 out of our 3 major things for me.
Downright crazy
Which is
games ever produced.
Martial arts and
Since
guitar.
The mid-80s, gamers have been pitting
And I managed to
themselves against
tie the
roughest,
2 of them
toughest,
together.
and downright worst that 8-bit has to offer. I mean, there's a reason why the term NES hard exists.
So super quick
yeah,
numbers for
Goku.
this list. 1, we're talking about NES games here, not Famicom. No Japanese Mario 2, and no Takeshi's Castle. Number 2, these games have
That's
to
bullshit.
fair.
have an ending for them to count, so none of those never-ending puzzle games like Tetris. And 3, the game can't be difficult.
You can
just
actually
because of
break
sucky
Tetris.
controls.
And finally, if you see only the first level of these games and you're wondering why,
That's not the same thing as ending, though.
because they're
No,
hard.
yeah, that's
Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
That's
and I'm
fair.
your
Oh, that's
top 10
bullshit.
hardest NES games.
Sorry.
Number 10.
Contra.
Up, down, down, let our BA start.
This game is one of the best games.
I
in
mean,
the NES
Nintendo
library.
Capri Sun was able to
But
beat
it's
this
not
game
on the list
without the
because when
30-man
Konami busted
code.
out the sequel, it came back even harder than the first.
It gets
Oh,
stupidly
Super
hard trying to
Contra.
dodge everything, but just like the first
Dude, that one is
this
hard as
is an
fuck.
absolute godsend.
Oh, I've
The reason why
played
Super C may be considered more
hardcores
difficult
on
is
the
mostly because
on the
it wasn't
Genesis.
played as much. And besides,
From-
if you're down
from
with
the
old school
Genesis
games, the original
as via
Contra
Switch
isn't
Online,
really
and
that
it
hard.
is-
Played it so many times.
I'm like, oh, it is such bullshit.
Number 9.
Anyway.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh no!
Ah, yes.
I own
Much
this
why, because
game.
of its just retarded jumps. The original
Yeah,
Contra
that
well
jump
warranted
is
it.
retarded.
I don't
What?
I don't like
Look
this
at this.
game.
How are you
Oh,
This is borderline
What
cheat.
did you
See, that's where you change to Raph because we all know he sucks in this game.
TMNT probably would
Ralph.
have been higher on the list, but let's face
What
it,
did you?
as
What
long
did they
as you've
do
still
to
got
do to our
Valve's
boy?
help, you're golden.
I don't like this game.
Yes.
I have
And
fun
here
with it
is
when
your
I
curveball. Now,
when I
most of you
play it, but
probably
then I
haven't heard about
get
it because
angry.
It's a new NES game that was released in 2009. Savak, the dude who made this beast, has created a labyrinth of pain. But Fortress Apparel, pain is pleasure.
A throwback to platforming games like Mega Man, Battle Kid is a test of skill and is heavily based on memorizing patterns. Many people have attempted it, but so far, the least amount of deaths that we've seen for a first-time player is 49. And that's just
49?
the boss.
Number 7.
That is horrifying.
That defined
Oh, I played a bit of
hard.
Ninja Gaiden before.
Ninja
Yeah,
Gaiden
it is
it.
really
Now,
hard.
you may think you know this game, and you may even be able to breeze through the first couple of levels, but eventually, sometime, Ninja Gaiden will catch up to you.
Yes, it does.
Just flying at you from all directions, and even though you have a life bar, you'll find that you fall into pits more often, not causing you
You might as well not have that life bar.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Falcons.
Fucking Falcons.
Number 6.
I've seen Proton John just effortlessly go through Ninja Gaiden.
A brief anecdote.
And after
When I was
beating
about
Mega
6
Man
years old,
X.
my dad took me to Funkoland to buy whatever game I chose.
Lucky bastard.
Oh, remember
Know what
Funko
appeal
Land?
I saw in the box for
Nope.
Back
Fester's
before it
Quest,
was
but test playing
no,
it at the
Funko
store
Pops.
literally gave me a headache.
Man,
This has to be
a
one of
couple
the
of
most
people have
tedious
actually
games in
had the
NES
same
library.
story because
I mean, you
Fester's Quest is that really cool cover of
slowly
Uncle
walk around
Fester.
town shooting killer frogs in faces that give you power-ups. Yay! And your guns?
They suck.
Yeah, pretty much useless there, buddy.
And if you get hit
Yep.
by one of those bugs, you go even slower. A decade and a half later, and I'm still glad that I chose Captain Skyhawk.
Yeah.
5.
Oh, dragon.
One life. All you get is one life.
Oh wait, this
I
isn't Double Dragon.
hate this game.
Oh wait, this
Double
isn't Double
Dragon 3
Dragon.
is
Oh,
clearly
never
That
mind.
the
is.
original game in the franchise.
I thought it was.
You got
I thought it
spinning
was.
kicks and
Was it
throws at
Double
your
Dragon?
disposal.
But I'm like,
Your
oh wait,
controls
no, it
just
is Double
great
It's
Dragon.
Double
that
Dragon
spinning kick
3,
will
not
work.
Double Dragon.
But
Yeah,
chances are
Double
it's
Dragon. Double Dragon 1.
Look at this.
Oh, I get so much joy out of this. Double Dragon 3 borders very, very
Oh!
close on the control suck.
That is such bullshit.
We're gonna let it slide.
Look at that!
How much rage Nick gets from it.
Number 4.
I don't.
Okay, this game, it's not even fun.
The Adventures of Bayou
Yeah, I
Billy
was
is
gonna
like
say,
3
this
games
game's
in one.
fucking
You got a beat 'em
terrible.
up, a shooter, and a driving game. All of them suck.
Well, yeah, it does have cool music, but that pretty much is the only thing cool about getting your ass beat by the first group of enemies in the game. We did a test at the HQ, and the average lifespan in Bayou Billy is like 51 seconds. That's retarded.
Yep.
It is. Oh no!
Hooray!
Fuck this
We
game.
graveyard past the
Fuck this
towers
game.
of hell, into the
Fuck this
castle, and
game.
defeated the final boss of
Fuck
the
this
last
game
life.
so bad, so
I'm
much.
sure glad I don't have to go through all that again. You have got to be freaking
Oh!
kidding me.
Ghosts and Goblins, while one of the best games on the NES, is also one of the most aggravating. As yes, once you beat it, no, if you beat it, you have to play
Yeah,
the
that's a big
entire
deal.
game again just to see this. That is dedication to your game right there.
Yes, all
The
those
Nookie is not
jumps
worth
and all
it.
those zombies. A
The
second
Nookie is
time.
not worth it.
Screw
Did it all
that.
for the Nookie.
Number 2.
Oh,
Fuck
no.
that game.
In a list all about difficult games, it's only inevitable for there to be a shmup
I'm
somewhere.
sorry,
And
the
yes,
theme
Silver Surfer
shot
is
of
most
Silver
definitely a shmup.
Surfer.
Usually in shoot 'em ups, you play
Oh,
wall and somewhat
death metal
maneuverable,
reference
but let's
there.
examine Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
The dude's surfboard is freaking.
Dude, how much you want to bet someone made a mod of this game so his surfboard was smaller?
And avoiding those
I'm-
is beyond
I'm
me.
sure they
Like,
did, and
if
I'm
you
sure
play
the game
multiple
is
levels
actually
Mega Man
manageable.
style, this is the screen you're probably going to be seeing more than not. The death screen. One hit, and you're here. Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer be
lots of
like-
keys and sobbing. This game's so difficult.
Silver Surfer be like,
Same
"Oh,
damn.
man."
All
right.
let's hit the
We
old
already know it's number one.
Before we get to number 1. Number 10, Super Seed.
Number 9, Ninja Turtles.
Number 8, Battle Kid.
Number 7, Ninja Gaiden.
Number 6, Fester's Quest.
Number 5, Double Dragon 3.
Number 4, Adventure of the Bayou Billy.
Number 3, Ghosts and Goblins.
And number 2,
Mm,
fucking Silver Surfer, man.
It's
Number 1.
Look, wait at the end, man. This is
I
funny.
don't care what anybody
Yes.
says. It is not humanly possible to beat Battletoads without cheating. It's just not. I've gotten to the final boss one time in my
I mean,
entire life.
I have found that it
just to get
is
there.
human.
Then I died before I could figure out what I was supposed to do.
The general rule is that playing games with your buddies makes them more fun. And then there's Battletoads.
Co-op
With 2 players,
Battletoads
almost
is
end up hitting each other all the
insane.
time.
Okay,
Why did
Look
you
at
make
that.
us play
Here's
it,
the deal.
though?
The first person that can film you and a buddy beating
Because
Battletoads
it
in
was
2-player mode
fun.
on your NES, none of that emulator
You call
stuff,
that
and no
fun?
tool-assisted runs, and then upload it.
Oh, listen,
Yes,
listen,
I
listen,
do.
listen,
On
listen.
NES, none of that emulator stuff and no tool-assisted runs, and then upload it to Screwattack.com. I will give you one of every DVD Screwattack offers for absolutely free. All you gotta do is upload it before our next top 10 is released. I'm sorry, I just don't think it's possible. By all means, prove me wrong. But Battletoads on the NES, by far the hardest NES game ever.
Guess what, though? Someone actually uploaded a video on their site before that top 10 was even a thing.
Yep.
And, and the person submitted that entry anyway. And he got the free shit.
Nice.
Yep. That absolute legend.
Dudley.
Mm-hmm. I'm in agreement. And yeah, I'd say
Yeah, master of the internet.
Yep, because I agree with pretty much every entry on that list.
I think it's better than Super Games.
Oh,
Ooh.
bold.
Yes. It's a pretty good. It's
All
a
right.
pretty good. Is
So,
nice.
let's get to top 10 local co-op games.
Local multiplayer games for consoles.
Oh, remember
Right.
when that was a thing? Remember when you could just go over to a friend's house and play? The first game I remember not having that feature was fucking Battlefront. Or Battlefield.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude, I practically grew up with co-op because I had a Wii. I didn't have a PS3 or 360.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I had an Xbox, and I had an Xbox 360, and still had fucking local multiplayer on that shit.
Technology is a great thing. It's given us the ability to make friends with people we've never met, network socially in 140 characters or less, and hide behind anonymity online while calling other people gay. The one thing that sucks about technology, it's removed a lot of social
Just a
interaction.
big fat
So when a game like
homo.
NBA Jam helped us remember what is so
Yep.
great about getting together with your
You're a
friends
big
around the
fat-
warm glow of your picture box, we had to knock this list out.
So listen up. For this list, we're only looking at the local multiplayer modes, not online. And the game has to be for a console, not PC. But PC gamers, relax. We're saving your gaming device of choice for a list all on its own.
And just for the record,
Yep.
this list was really, really hard to make.
Co-op
Some of your
died with
favorites
the PC.
probably didn't make the list. Sorry.
No.
I'm Stuttering Craig.
And I'm Nervous Nick.
For Screwattack's top 10
Local.
local multiplayer game.
For consoles!
What?
Number 10.
Yup.
Yeah.
Wii
Okay,
Sports.
stop. Hold on. Don't shut off the video.
Oh,
Stop and
okay.
listen to the reasoning.
Okay, I got a story to tell
I
you
love
guys.
Wii Sports.
So, when me and my family ended up getting this game in with our Wii on Christmas in 2006, my older sister ended up and my dad ended up playing Wii baseball, and she ended up accidentally hitting my dad in the shoulder with the Wiimote.
Okay.
The shoulders.
He ended up, or not the shoulder, the elbow. Oh, they ended up dubbing that. We ended up dubbing that elbow the Wii elbow.
Yeah.
Wow. You just ruined all your video game credibility there, Nick. Nice one.
You know how timeless this game is? People say this is better than the Wii Sports Club on Wii U.
Credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Number 9.
Which one?
Ooh.
Which one?
Video game.
Which one?
That has got to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But wouldn't you know it? It worked!
You could play a mini game and have 2 teams of 2 going at it, and then 90 seconds later, when the next round is over, you could be partnered with somebody else entirely. Or it could be a free-for-all. Or 3 versus 1.
Sure enough, all the games formed into shattered alliances all the time, but we can only choose one game per franchise. For its costumes, memorable boards, and hilarious minigames, we gotta go with Mario Party Deucer. That's
Why would you
Yep.
go to a star?
Number 8.
You dumbass.
Yes.
Odds are you never played this game before. And you know what? That sucks for you.
So get this.
Eh,
Versus, you have
I
to
can
have
live
a
with
Game
that.
Boy Advance. You plug that GBA into the GameCube.
Yeah, I never had that,
TV with a limited view.
even though I really wanted it.
Pac-Man on the Game
I
Boy
played this before. It was really
We're
cool.
told it gets crazy intense and is a killer party game.
Hey, I don't doubt that.
But you gotta be asking yourself, Craig, Nick, why is Mario the announcer? Well, I'll tell you, because the game was designed by Shigeru Miyamoto. Ah, it all makes sense why the game's so much fun now, doesn't it?
I'm playing Pac-Man
Number
Fever.
7.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Title on the list, Twisted Metal is just one of those games you can still pop in today and just have a blast with.
When you talk
Oh.
people say, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." I used to play
I've
that
seen
game all the time."
SGB play this
Talk
game,
about
and
some
it is
games like Twisted
awesome.
Metal. People say, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." I used to
Weird
play
that they
that
put
game
one here and not
Twisted-
two.
Friends.
Twisted Metal
Single
was
player
everything
cool.
Vigilante
Twisted
8
Metal
wanted to
really
be,
got
but
fun when you
couldn't
had
be.
two-player duels with all those crazy weapons and crazy cars.
I was
And
always
yes,
so
of
fucking
course we're
jealous of
excited
Oh,
people
where's
who had
Mi-
Twisted
where's
Metal.
Mr. Where's Mr. Slam?
Shit up.
Where's Mr. Slam?
Because
Mr.
I had
Slam.
Vigilante 8, and Vigilante 8 sucks.
Ooh.
The music.
This was the game.
Oh,
that-
I got this one, Nick. Back in the early 90s, you had some tough choices. Nintendo or Sega. Clear Pepsi or not Clear Pepsi. But one of the most heated was
Listen,
What is
Clear
this
Pepsi
Clear
was...
Fighter
Dude.
Crystal Pepsi was the way to go,
One
motherfucker.
side or the other in the
Yes.
arcade. So when both games made their way to home consoles, gamers had to choose their
Raiden was
favorites.
spelled
They
R-A-Y.
went over to their buddy's house who had the game.
That was the Genesis game for you.
I remember getting Street Fighter 2 in my house, being cramped with kids from all around the neighborhood that I didn't know, just crowding around the TV, just hoping for a chance to play. And wouldn't you know it, later when Mortal Kombat came out, I was standing in some kid's house who I didn't know, just hoping for a chance to play. Violence.
Oh, just wait until I make a tier list of the fatalities.
Number 5.
Yep. Then we'll redo our fatality
Okay.
reaction.
Games getting released every
Yeah, this one.
single
Yeah,
year.
this makes
But let's be
sense.
honest, that doesn't mean they're not
Rock
fun
Band's
games.
really good.
Genre's surge in popularity
Yeah, but this song is from World Tour.
Yeah, but as fun as those games were, Harmonix took the rhythm game
Yeah.
and ran with it with
Um,
the
This
release
song-
of Rock Band.
This song was only in Guitar Hero World Tour. Why are you using it for Rock Band?
Because you're able to sync the playlists from both Rock Band and Guitar Hero.
Because it's not nearly as fun as playing locally.
Number 4.
And if anybody's questioning my
Ooh,
cred
Mario
on
Kart.
this,
As the king of kart racing,
I
Mario Kart
used to
series
sing this
has
song
more
on
than a
Expert.
nickname for itself when it comes to multiplayer fun.
I also
But
got made to play the
believe you.
guitar on Medium.
That would be Mario Kart 64. The shortcuts, the illegitimate.
Oh, we're gonna need
Yeah.
to do that game at some point.
Yeah.
We really do.
With all the lag.
Okay, Internet, you may be saying to yourself, what's up with the two Mario games? Well, Mario is in both games, but Mario Party and Mario Kart are clearly separate franchises.
That they are.
Number 3.
Oh.
Yes, the first Master Chief Adventure totally needs to be here. I'm a good singer.
Let's put this in perspective. People went out and bought Xboxes
Yeah.
solely for this game, just so they could play it against their friends.
This is one of the first console games that people went to LAN parties for. I mean, think about that. You like this game so much that you're willing to unhook your freaking Xbox, pack it up, put it in your car, bring it to your buddy's house, unpack it, and hook it up to a TV, and that's assuming you didn't bring a TV just for yourself, just to play against your friends.
Yeah, we
Fans
never
loved the local multiplayer
brought
for Halo
TVs
1
around. We
so
always
much
just
that they
hooked
made
up to
their own
whatever was
Xbox
there. But
Live
yes.
Before there was Xbox Live, and they called it Xbox Connect.
Oh, yeah.
Just to play each other online.
Yeah, back when
That's
Xbox
crazy.
Connect was a thing that wasn't
Number 2.
shrunk from in fear.
Oh. Smashy Bro.
Oh.
One of the best
Fucking
commercials
Yoshi.
of all
This commercial is
time.
great. It was for the original Smash Brothers, which everybody knows was lots of fun and all. But you know what? It's not on our list. Why? Because the best was yet to come.
Brawl. Fuck
Bitch.
you. Fuck you. Melee's not as
Nobody can agree
good.
on which game is better between Melee and Brawl. So we're gonna break the tie, and we're gonna end the argument right here, right now.
Melee.
It's not Melee. Melee's not as good.
Melee, motherfucker.
I won't say it's bad, but Melee is not as good as Brawl.
It added 14 characters, whereas Brawl added only Not to mention it adds so many more stages, items, and game modes than the original N64 version. Plus the fact that it had so much stuff that was unlockable, ensuring that you'd be playing Melee for years before you got everything.
Brawl basically did all this too, but it more or less felt like Melee with new characters and stages, so... Nah.
I wouldn't go that far.
What?
I did the old super multiplayer console gamer recap before we get to number 1. Number 10, Wii Sports.
Number 9, Mario
I think
Kart.
we already know what number 1 on
Pac-Man
this list
versus
Number
is.
7, Twisted Metal.
Number 6,
Modern
Street Fighter
Warfare?
Mortal Kombat.
Modern Warfare?
Rock Band.
Number
No.
4, Mortal Kombat. What? Mario Kart 64.
Number 3, Halo 1.
Misread. Number 2, Super Mario. What? Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Super what?
It's
That was actually a good joke.
1.
There. it is.
GoldenEye! Yeah! Perfect Dark
Okay,
was better,
we're all-
though.
Look at that.
Well, we're also gonna need to play this one.
Perfect Dark
With
is
all
better.
the-
With
all the
Legitimately, if you're
lag.
gonna be...
Wouldn't leave. The game
I could see this if we, like, bump GoldenEye down to number 2 and put
Make your
Perfect Dark at number
cancer
1, but
world
GoldenEye
peace,
is not better than
blah,
Perfect
blah,
Dark.
blah. Craig, this is the third time that GoldenEye,
GoldenEye is
top
really
of our
good, though.
list. So I say we do what we usually do when we don't want to explain something for the umpteen billionth time.
And what is that?
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye
with kitten
with
heads.
kitten faces. With Banjo Tooie music.
Oh yeah, and we also want to send a super
There it
team
is.
of That's No Glitch for beating our Battletoads challenge from the last top 10. That was impressive.
They're so good at two-player Battletoads that they beat it a good 7 months before we asked them to.
Both of you.
What I tell you?
Indeed. So I'd say this is probably like hard news because
High hard news, because it's not a bad list. It's just they left some things off that are really fucking
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Above PS3 2009, top 10 fighters.
PS3 2009.
Excuse me.
Okay, so now we're on top 10 online multiplayer games for consoles.
Presented in widescreen.
Was this their first 16:9 aspect ratio video?
Yeah, you gotta remember, the YouTube videos weren't widescreen yet.
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of odd considering movies were widescreen, but whatever. Maybe it was just a format that.
Well,
had to catch up.
I have a digital camera from back then that only recorded in 4:3, 640 by 480.
Still kind of odd, don't you think?
Kinda.
Alright, so last time we took a look at the best games you can play with your buddies in the same room. So if you want to go back and check out that list, feel free. But right now it's time to talk about the internet.
Online gaming has opened up so many new possibilities, but remember, we're ranking these games based on their fun factor and their reputation for what they did for online console gaming.
And as always, we're only taking one game per franchise. So, hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
And I'm Nervous Nick,
For Screwattack's top 10 online multiplayer games for consoles.
presented in widescreen.
Number 10.
Away from keyboard. Mario Kart Wii is probably the only game online
Mario
on
Kart
Wii.
Despite not having all the functionality of
It
PS or Xbox Live,
is probably the only game on Wii that actually functions online.
Check. Downloadable games?
Okay,
Check.
so GoldenEye
Making money
functioned
online with
really
you?
well
Check.
online for most
Racing
of its
and battling with
lifetime.
up to 12 players simultaneously.
Entire lifetime, actually. I know. I would know this because I played the remake on Wii online.
The modern day online
Gizmo,
multiplayer.
lot.
towards the end of its towards the end of the Wii online lifespan, there was so much lag and so many hackers in that game. It was unfucking playable.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I never came across
Street
a hacker.
Fighter.
The console gaming world, one of the most exciting things for me was the thought of kicking the crap out of some kid in Malaysia in a fighting game. Yes! Unfortunately, pretty much no fighting game out there has been able to pull off a good online experience. Until good old faithful saved the day. Street Fighter 4 finally got it right.
It had minimized lag, a ranking system,
Which is funny
and only
because
got
I
better
remember
when
playing
Super Street Fighter
King
4
of
added
Fighters
online
online
tournaments,
competitively,
team
but
battles,
that
eight-player
was
lobbies, and
an
the
emulated
ability to
version.
save, upload, and watch replays of other people's matches.
And now I can actually play that kid in Malaysia. And promptly get my ass kicked.
I'd still smash Jury.
And you can be called gay.
Yeah, and I also get called gay a lot.
Number 8.
Yeah!
Fantasy Star Online.
Fantasy Star Online for the stinking Dreamcast is so good, there's still a couple hundred people playing it on a private server
Yep.
as we speak. But we're not one of them, so you just gotta look at generic gameplay pictures we found online.
You could even play a PC version of this that cross plays with the Dreamcast version.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Connection. And all
I
can do nowadays,
got
you wouldn't even have to
Phantasy
pay
Star
attention to
Online
check
set up on
email
PC
much
once
less
upon a
than
time.
MMO. This video would take
Might
you
still
6
have
hours
a
to
video
load.
recorded
And
of it.
yet another example of how the Dreamcast.
I made an account as early as several years ago.
Number 7.
Should still be functional.
Admittedly,
Hell
the controls
yeah.
take a little getting used to at first, but once you get the hang of Killzone 2, you're in for one of the
Yeah,
finest
Killzone.
FPS experiences the PS3 has.
Where is my Killzone trilogy?
The gameplay of Nick
Sony,
sucking.
you could
Sorry about that.
maybe
Nick.
alleviate the fact that PS5 has no
Killzone 2,
games.
despite having only 8 maps out of the box, still offered
You'd
up to
put my
32
fucking
players
Killzone on
to watch.
PS5.
And we
Don't
don't
have
Killzone
to
3
pull-
on PS4.
Number 6.
No, that was
No.
Killzone Shadowfall. That was
Oh, there's Gears of War.
Chainsaw.
Gizmo, I'm
Fuck
sure
yeah.
Gizmo, I'm sure you have fond memories with this game.
Yeah, Marcus
Nope.
is cool, but let's not forget the
Really?
part of the show.
I just told you, I only had a Wii.
There's nothing quite like.
Oh,
Have you
right.
not, have you,
I'm
have you not
only-
even have you not even played one recently?
I'm only just now trying to get every 360 game I can get my hands
Okay.
on.
Okay, the Gears games are awesome. They're also really cheap.
City with all the freedom from the single player campaign with
This
16
GTA
players online.
This is GTA 4 online, isn't it?
Game with a combination
Yes.
of Call of Duty,
I
5 wasn't
never
out yet.
Yeah, so I never managed to get this to work. It was always so fucked up.
How is that guy still living with with that many holes?
And
in
I
his
didn't have,
brain?
and I didn't have GTA 4 at home for a long time. I played it at a friend's house, and we could never get the online to work. But the internet has always sucked around here until recently.
Number 4.
Oh, Uncharted 2. You're such a good game.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex.
It's a shame they didn't port the fucking multiplayer over to the PS4 version. They still credited the people who did the multiplayer in the PS4 version. They also credited the fucking motion comic.
Why?
But that wasn't in the PS4 version either. You gotta go back and play it on PS3 if you want
Rest
that.
in peace. Rest in peace.
Yep, rest in peace, Little Big Planet.
Oh.
With a catalog of user-made levels,
My family and I loved playing this game.
Infinity,
Was like,
you will always have another
Now
was
this
so-
I had experience with because I had a cousin that would come over with and play nothing but this.
this was so cool, and they fucking destroyed it.
Yep.
Destroyed.
They had a third.
An amazing game for no fucking
They had a-
reason.
They had a third Little Big Planet, and then that was it.
Nope. I'm just kidding. At that. Murdering your friends over the internet is just tons of fun. Like GoldenEye and Halo before it, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare reinvented the first.
There's Call of Duty.
So many others try to emulate today, it's ridiculous.
It's the same thing every time.
Medal of
Man, I
Honor.
can't believe I got the same game
Aim
again.
Influence everywhere in online gaming these days.
The only downside? Fucking noob tubes.
It sounds like a skill issue to me.
Remind me what those are? Guys who just spam the grenade launcher?
We get to number 1. Number 10.
Well, you know, the grenade launcher doesn't have infinite rounds, so, you know, if you're just spamming it, you're a fucking idiot.
Number 5, Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, this is a Colas. This is a Coley.
Big Planet.
And number 2,
Um,
Call of Duty 4.
You're a fucking spam bot and you're getting banned.
Ooh,
Yeah!
There's Halo again.
Halo 2!
Halo 1 may have
Fucking
been the reason
hacker.
that people bought an Xbox, but Halo 2 was the reason that those same people paid $50 a year for Xbox Live. The
Oh
online
boy,
game
remember when
is so
Xbox
good,
Live was only
every
$50 a year?
PS ever
Ooh,
since has
sorry.
incorporated maps from
I
Halo
had to
2.
chill up my
On
spine.
April 15, 2010, Microsoft pulled the plug on live support for the original Xbox. The final online original Xbox game didn't end for nearly a month later. And take one guess as to what that game was.
That is how much Halo 2 meant to people, and believe me, that's how much it means to us.
Yeah, sure. Halo 3, Reach, and ODST are all vastly superior games in retrospect. But based
I mean,
on what this
maybe.
beast
That
did for
depends on your
console
perspective,
online
I
gaming,
suppose.
It has to be here.
It is purely a matter of perspective.
So,
The moment they took away sniper spots and the ability to dual wield almost everything, I got a little interest with the Halo games.
Yeah, that
So
is
I
entirely
believe this
fair,
is
man.
I believe this one is an Iron Man of gaming because this one is actually really good.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, this is for console games, though.
Yep.
Yeah, I am
know.
aware. I'm aware. I fucking loved every game that was on here.
Yep. Even if I haven't played a bunch of them, I do like quite a lot of them.
Better than top 10 douchebags?
Yes.
Yes.
Big names that fell off?
Yep.
Beat 'em ups.
Yep.
2D
Yep.
shooters.
Yep.
Yep.
2008 AVGN
Yep.
moments.
Yep.
Yep.
Put it above top
Okay.
10 fatalities.
Oh, that's bold.
So,
Am
Master
I
of the Internet,
wrong?
then.
Am I wrong?
Well, online? Sure.
All right.
We're talking about
So-
online multiplayer console games.
All right. So next on the list is
Gory. Oh, unfortunately, not what you think. It's goriest top 10 goriest Call of Duty Black Ops moments.
Okay.
interesting.
I'm
Mhm.
interested in seeing what this is about. Unfortunately, it has been a while since I played Black Ops.
So
As mature adults over 18, we can watch this and separate fiction and reality. If you're not 18 and watching this, then ask your parents' permission before continuing. Seriously, don't be a little bitch and complain about nightmares you had from watching this, or tell your counselor
It's
you learned
your
bad behavior from video
fucking
games. If you're jacked up, it's
nightmare.
because your parents don't love you. Yeah, I said it.
I agree completely with this message, Craig.
With one of the biggest games of the year here, we know you want to see all the Black Ops you can get. Well, we've played it, we've beaten it, and we want to hook you up. So as we count these down, bear in mind something important. We're going to do our best not to spoil anything for you. That means we're going to keep it very vague and limit our commentary, leave out all the kills involving major figures in the game, and leaving out all the parts of the game that are really important, like the entire second half. Spoilers suck, and we want you guys to experience the game for yourself. So, hey, I'm Stuttering Craig for Screwattack's Top 10 Goriest Black
I'm
Ops
surprised
moments.
it's only Craig, not Nick.
Number 10.
You can expect a lot of bullets in this countdown, but not here. Bitch! Didn't even see it coming.
Number 9.
Oh, this is just brutal. Agent 47 style.
Perfect. You're all focused on the airfield.
Number 8.
Ooh.
Ow. That is some
So
James
dude gets
Bond
stabbed
shit
in the
right
hand,
there.
Gets knocked out with a bottle to the face. Then as you're prepping to leave, the guy's just hanging there from the counter, and then Woods takes his knife back and he just falls to the ground. That's priceless.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Number 7.
Yes, it is.
Okay, this isn't a cutscene at all. We just thought it was both horrific and hilarious.
Damn.
Underslung shotgun is a fucking awesome attachment.
Number
That
6.
it is.
Okay, another one that just happened to us, but look at what this revolver does to this dude. Holy shit, that thing mowed him down. Gross.
Oh, that fucker down! Good
Can't
now!
go wrong with a little bit of bullet time, even if the bullet somehow manages to make its way to the guy's head while you're just randomly noob spraying.
Oh!
Number 4.
Oh, yoink!
Hey,
Ow! Oh!
right in the brain.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right, take this as a lesson.
Press
If you're gonna
X to
jump on
fight
someone and try to
back.
kill him, make sure your grenade pins aren't anywhere near their reach.
Number 2.
Nasty.
Black Ops was so fucking good.
Okay, this is about as gruesome as it gets. Just lying in bed, catching some Z's, and then...
Ugh.
Oh.
It's number 1.
No Russian.
Open your eyes if you're squeamish.
No, this is Black Ops, not Modern Warfare.
Ah!
We told you.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to see more of every multiplayer mode in Black Ops in action, raw and uncut, as well as our review of the game, make sure to check out Black Ops Central on Screwattack.com.
That was brutal.
Yoink.
What are we thinking, gentlemen?
Well-
Nick broke it.
I wouldn't say it's not a bad list, but this is the most fillery list they've ever fucking done.
Yeah.
Nick broke it.
Yep.
Yeah, for that alone, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's a filler list. It's decent, but it's a filler list.
I get that 360 was was like way ahead of like the curve in terms of gaming consoles. If you compare it to something like, say, the original Xbox or Nintendo 64, but you really want to call them gory, bloody, but and with the exception of the leg and like the throat cutting scene from one or two entries, the rest of them are just really tame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No bueno.
Yep.
Ooh.
Anyway, top 10 sexiest outfits. Mm.
Remember,
Oh, by
this
the
is
way,
out-
you remember
what the
that
fuck?
conversation we were having last time about how the guy who had like the Duke Nukem Forever pre-order in for whatever it was, like 11, 12 years or something, and
Yeah.
about how that guy had his pre-order in for years, and how I had my Metroid Prime 4 pre-order in for 6 years, and it was still in. Amazon canceled every single Metroid Prime 4 pre-order today.
Ooh.
Yeah. In fact, here, I'll send you the email they sent to me. Give me a second here. And they also, for some reason, let me scroll on down here and send this to you guys. So
You
for
might
some
wanna-
reason,
You
here's
might want
the...
to do your best to make a stink about it, because people need to know what happened.
Oh, well, yeah, no, this is going all over the internet, like
Due to lack
Nintendo.
of availability, we will not be able to obtain the following item for your order. Or we've canceled the item and apologize for the inconvenience. If you see this, need to charge it for the canceled item. We will refund you within 1 to 2 business days. If you are still interested in purchasing this item, it may be available from other sellers. Please visit the detail page for this item below.
Yeah,
It says cancel reason out of stock. What out of stock? You weren't even in stock.
Yeah, it's a pre-order. So let me just go ahead and put this up on the screen here. So okay. Yeah, so I can go ahead and safely pull this up. So this right here is an email that this was sent to just about everybody who pre-ordered Metroid Prime 4, right? And you know what else in terms of pre-order cancellation emails I got today? I got a pre-order cancellation email for my copy of Kraven the Hunter.
Really now?
Yeah. And guess what? I got a $5 Amazon gift card for them canceling that order, which I'd had in for like a month, or less than a month. This, which I've had in for 6.5 years almost, not a zilch, nothing. Like, you can see that here. Actually, I can just pull up my, I'll just take a screenshot of my Kraven the Hunter pre-order, and, well, that's fucking helpful, guys. It's completely grayscale. This is stupid. So I'm just gonna I'm not gonna pull this up on screen. I'm just going to send this in the Discord, and I'm gonna say good fucking luck reading this shit. Here's the email as it appears in my inbox. Best of fucking luck. Oh my god. Hey, guys, you remember how, in that one video, we had that bot in the chat saying, hey, Dwag? Yeah, the guy I had to ban earlier said, hey, Dwag as well. I think he sent exactly the same message as the other guy. I didn't look at it when I was banning him. I just saw, I was like, grinding towards your streaming goals, message me on Discord. And I'm just like, fucking hell. But yeah, let's just...
Just outright ban those accounts. That's what I had to do.
I always do.
I had to manually ban them.
Mm-hmm. All right, so enough about this bullshit. Go ahead and let's go ahead
continue.
We like girls. They smell good and they're nice to look at. And that's why developers
Not all the time.
An important part of the video game world. Sure, most have pretty much no clothes on, but
Hey.
hey, who are we to complain? I mean, really. So for this list, we got some pretty important guidelines. Number 1, no animals. Ain't into animals, dude.
Yeah, no.
Number 2, their outfit can't be a swimsuit. That's just cheating. Number 3,
yeah,
their placement on the list is based solely on their outfit. Once again, it doesn't matter how hot the girl is, just the outfit that they're wearing. And number 4, it's gotta make your wiener move. Now let's get EQ on your asses. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig for Screwattack's Top 10.
I mean, you never know if you have, you never know if you have bisexual.
Damn!
Alright, so most of you have no idea who this chick is, but thanks.
Hello, Daphne.
I know Daphne.
Times we didn't have to use our imagination to think about.
Oh,
you can see her
Don
nipples.
Bluth, you horny son of a bitch.
Her nipples are poking right through that.
Hmm.
At least he knows what a lady is.
Who gives Jessica Rabbit a run for her money?
Mm.
Number 9.
Nice
Jessica.
booby trap.
Oh my!
Why someone would ever go into a fight like this is beyond
Ivy
me. It works for
from
Ivy,
Soul
it works for
Calibur.
us too. I mean, it's clearly
Yep.
not practical. Anyways, on the surface, you would think this is just some
As
elaborate
voiced
routine
by
of
the
fun.
original
If you look closer,
voice actress
it's
for
actually just
Rouge.
one piece of clothing. And because it
I'm
comes
dead
next to
serious.
nothing,
Lady
it
Manila
would be incredibly
Okay.
plays her.
more out of. I mean, look, her boots extend up to her outfit.
I mean, some people might not even know that fact.
Number 8.
How does she still have jiggle physics? Ooh.
Sometimes.
Wow!
Zero Suit Samus.
Hello, Zero Skill Spamus.
Samus has her patented skin tight.
That ass, though.
Yeah.
While still keeping her entire body covered. While we realize this list is based solely on outfits, we're still
I don't prefer her brawl look. It gives her more of a Ghost in the Shell kind of vibe.
Shut up and kick some ass.
Number 7.
Oh!
Summed up as the Antichrist version of Sarah Palin. Bayonetta has multiple
What?
things going for her in her
Antichrist looking Sarah Palin.
Her skin tight hair fit thing.
See, now I've got
Her
Antichrist
sexy ass high
Superstar
heels
by Marilyn
with
Manson
guns
stuck in
them.
my head.
Now, how she gets her hair to look so much like leather is beyond me, but this ass-kicking Hellcats outfit makes us go meow.
And the fact that there was a leotard underneath it in the main game, but not in the cutscenes, is really irritating.
Is all.
Number
Okay.
5.
Sure, her face makes her look like a coked-up vagrant looking for daddy.
Well, she's
but
insane.
Batgirl from No More Heroes is pretty
Bad
much
Girl is a
the
whack
Japanese
job.
businessman's wet dream. Pink schoolgirl outfit? Check. Stockings? Check.
Damn.
Baseball bat? Bingo.
Panty shot.
Like I said, every Japanese businessman's fantasy.
You have no right to look at me like that.
And we like it too.
You sure about that?
I thought...
Outfit.
Original Camito outfit is hot, but
Yep.
good
Camito.
God, seen her in her alternate snow outfit? Hell, I wouldn't even call this a full outfit because it's pretty much just a snow jacket and some knee-high boots.
Listen, Cammy White's
For those
legs
who don't know,
never get
these are
cold.
affectionately known as
No, they never get cold.
Thighs that hot can't
It's
cool
true.
down.
Girl told me that once. I'm just
No.
And for the record, it's really hard to write this script without sounding like an absolute perv.
Number
Why
3.
bother?
All right, let's be clear.
Oh, hi,
There's
Poison.
Classy hot, and then there's skanky hot. Poison from Final Fight has got skank hot working all over her.
As voiced by
Shut up,
the
shut up.
current, as voiced by the current voice of Rouge.
Itty bitty shirt. Oh yeah, pretty hot, right?
And then you
She's
realize,
also a dude. And
That dude looks like a lady. That dude looks like a lady.
well, here's the thing. At the
Who's
very
the
least,
dude bar on the shore?
yeah, but here's the thing, Alex. At the very least, unlike Giselle, she can actually hide the fact that she's a dude. Giselle,
Picture grace the sign on the door.
Giselle smells too much like Giselle smells too much like Steeman.
Giselle masturbates too much, yes.
Yes. If you're wondering, look up the original translation of Yumi Chica's line towards Giselle. Oh, in the manga,
Well, it's Pac-Man.
Miss Pac-Man.
Pac-Man to be exact. So why are we looking at this? Well, what does Miss Pac-Man wear?
And I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Remember, this is outfits. Outfits.
Pac-Man wear?
Outfits.
That's right. A bow and some lipstick. Nothing else.
And a pair of boots and some gloves.
Certainly not an animal, so we're going to allow Mrs. Pac-Man's ultimate skank fit to stay. Go ahead and put this outfit on any female in the history of video games. Hot, right? Okay.
Excuse me?
All hot.
Listen.
My
Listen,
eyes.
you put that outfit
My
on Jill.
eyes.
You put that outfit on Jill Valentine. I'm down, but like
Okay, so that was a fun top 10.
that was a
Now it's time to
troll.
get down to some serious business. Next
Let's
top 10 is all
get
about
down to
2000
business.
Games of the Year. But it's not our games of the year, it's your games of the year. We'll be taking nominations in the Screwattack forums between
Okay.
now and Friday, December 18th. Once we take a look at all the games you've nominated, and more importantly, why you've nominated them, we'll then compile a list based on your input, making the next top 10 the pinnacle of what gamers felt was the best in 2010. Yeah, we're talking consoles, handheld, PC, iPhone, whatever. You nominate it, and it could be on the list. So head to the Screwattack forums and get nominating so we can get fapping about all the good games from the past year. Because video games are serious business.
So, where are we putting this?
That number one, regardless of how hot that outfit would definitely look on somebody like Bayonetta, you know, Ivy, Poison,
Katana.
Samus, Katana, Jill, Claire, etc. You know,
Jury.
yeah, I don't. Man, this is hard news at the best.
Yep.
Because that ending
Hard news.
pick is a fucking troll.
Would you say this is better than? Would you say this is better than Top 10 Secrets?
Ooh, yeah.
Games to buy besides Halo 3?
No.
Just drop it right where it is.
All right, next on our thing is top 10 2010 games of the year, the people's choices.
You know, it's kind of funny how that's topical now since Craig's trying to do his own game award show.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, right. No, that's headlines. Wait, didn't we already do that? Let me see.
Okay, so Gizmo, so between in the two leading ladies of the Titans, who has the better outfit, Raven or Starfire?
Raven.
So leotard, boots, and the cape and cowl,
He's showing more than Starfire is.
all that leg. Meanwhile, Starfire has the two-piece
She
outfit
got legs.
and the knee and the thigh high
She
boots.
knows
Oh,
how to-
high Sonic Colors,
Oh,
aka
dear.
one of the best games in the
Oh dear,
series.
it's the game that was the harbinger of Sonic's Dark Age.
I thought no, that was Out of the Edge.
This is it.
And that was a
the
good
pinnacle
game.
of all gamers thoughts in
No, it wasn't.
2010.
And had good voice acting and a decent plot.
I'm stuttering Craig.
No, that is a
Top 10
massive
2010
stretch.
Games of the year.
Alex is currently stretching like he's Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four. I'd say Monkey D. Luffy, but even he can't stretch that far.
My name's Monkey D. Luffy, and I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
Removed past mistakes, added so many new goodies, and even had a decent single-player story for once. We don't want to give anything away for those who haven't played it. They die. But you actually get to know the characters in the single-player mode.
Yeah, I was gonna
But of
say,
course,
it's like,
the real action is in the multiplayer.
if you don't know the
If Bungie added a
plot of
loadout
Reach
system
ahead of
that
time.
totally changed the way we play Halo, which we have affectionately
It's a
called
prequel.
Call of Halo.
Number 9.
Oh, Mario Galaxy 2.
You know, some people complain that Mario
Reach
Galaxy
was-
2 was just more of the same Mario Galaxy 1. But is that really
It
a
wasn't.
bad thing? Really? Really? No. No, it's not. Yeah, they brought back Yoshi, but that's not the reason to throw Mario Galaxy 2 on the list this year. The polish.
Why would you not
creativity,
bring back
ridiculous
Yoshi?
levels,
Yoshi's
and just
fucking
overall
awesome.
fun you have while playing it is. Nintendo prides itself on making games that everyone can play. But if you're old school and up for a challenge, you can definitely find some of the hardest levels on the Wii here. And if it's too
Oh,
hard
yeah.
for you can always turn on the Super Guide.
Fuck the super guide.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Activated by
If you're
accident
looking
once and I
badass in
couldn't
today's
turn
video
it
game
off.
world, this dude would probably be staring you square in the eye. When he's not pleasuring 2 or 3 women at a time, he's ripping people apart. And he's got a cool face guard to boot.
Remember when
God of War 3
Kratos
is
was
a
cool?
phenomenal way to close the franchise, as the
And
action
when
is
the
just
games
ridiculous, and the
were,
overall
like,
scale of
big,
what you're playing is just
You had to
huge.
actually play
Words
them
overused
rather
on
than
the
just
internet,
mash
but
one
hot
button
damn,
over and over
God
again.
of War 3.
Remember when David Jaffe wasn't a fucking tool?
7.
Yep.
What the hell is this? A PC game on a Screwattack list? Oh, heck yes. Well, if you don't know what you're looking at, Civilization 5 can be about as boring as watching G4. But if you're actually playing the game, you are wrapped up into events that could change the course of history. One of the best turn-based games in history, you can easily have days, weeks, months just swallowed by this thing. With so many different outcomes to so many different scenarios, the replayability of this thing is absolutely off the charts. And it's historical. Kinda.
Number
Yeah,
6.
kinda. Oh, this.
The only downloadable title
Super
on the
Meat
list,
Boy.
if you like getting from point A to point B and jumping a lot in between, Super Meat Boy may just make you climax in your pants. Gross, I know, but some folks consider this one of the best 2D side-scrollers in history. The controls are absolutely flawless, so if you fall, it's your own damn fault. And you know what?
Somebody's
It's
gonna
your own damn
want us to
fault a
play
heck of a
this,
lot.
aren't
And the
they?
game keeps going and going and going, and there's dark worlds of each level, and for its price to steal, and easily one of the best downloadable titles to date.
Number 5.
Ooh, Donkey Kong.
Speaking of outstanding platformers, just a little personal note here. Out of every game I played in 2010, Country Returns gave me the most joy.
Game would have been so much better if it was full 3D.
There's plenty of times where you're going to be playing and just smiling, looking at your TV.
So, Donkey Kong 64.
You got me there,
I was thinking more along the lines of, like,
there's just this simple
you know,
joy of getting destroyed and wanting to exact revenge.
Crash a Donkey Coot, but sure.
There's a nostalgia factor here, but nostalgia can actually work against a game if it doesn't live up to expectations. And for Donkey Kong Country Returns to destroy all expectations a lot of us have for the game speaks volumes about it.
But hey, still a pretty good game.
Hey, it's getting re-released next week.
What the hell's going on here
Hey.
today? Yeah, we know PC games exist. Games, because no developer in their right mind would put one on a console.
You know, I'm sure
No,
some
I still
people...
can't fucking
Well,
breathe. I
presented
don't know
straight up
why.
fun RTSs ever made.
Maybe that I'm
The big
addicted to
fanboys
cheese.
forget
I
all
don't
about
know.
the 7 years development StarCraft 2 had.
I think we'll
Apparently,
need to do some
masterpiece takes
CPR
time
on
stuff.
you.
With a larger focus on multiplayer as compared to the original StarCraft, you can use the ladder system to pit you against players you can actually compete against and not automatically get slaughtered by some dude.
Did you know there's a villain in Spider-Man named Beetle?
Commands per minute.
Yeah.
Did you know that the original voice of Starscream voiced him?
I did not
one-
know
I
that.
don't care what anybody says. Black
Well, now you
Ops is
know.
one of the best values in gaming this year.
I was looking through random
Yeah.
stuff on BTBA.
Black Ops is fucking awesome.
Single player, multiplayer, and zombies, and do them on one disc. Then you throw in the overwhelming customization ranging from your individual characters to putting your stinking clan tag on your gun, and bam! You got
Yeah, back when they
ridiculousness.
would just
People
let
like
you
to
do
hate on
stuff
Call of
rather
Duty
than
because it's the king of
censoring
shooters right
you
now.
or
Come on.
charging you
How can
extra
you
money.
hate on sticks and stones? You got a damn crossbow and a
Remember when
hatchet.
Activision
So
gave
much
you
fun.
value for your money rather than
Number 2.
microtransactions for every fucking thing?
You can always
Oh,
count on
there's
Rockstar
Red
to
Dead.
have a virtual
Red
world
Dead,
of
yeah.
life and
Gonna be a
stuff to do.
launch title for
And that
Switch
didn't
too.
change much when Red Dead Redemption shifted from the world of busy streets of the city to the untamed American
Grand
West.
Theft Horse
As
4.
John Marston, you can either be a hero or an outlaw, but whatever path you choose, you'll find he's one of the greatest characters Rockstar has ever produced. You can even go online and roam the United States-Mexico border with up to 16 players at once.
And there's the zombie expansion
There you
too.
can level up your character and complete challenges and posse.
Undead
Oh,
Nightmare.
did we mention the ending? It makes the entire stinking game. Add in award-winning DLC, and you got one of
Yeah.
the greatest games to come out this year.
It's like, imagine
Occasional glitches aside.
Old West Resident Evil 4.
All right, the game of the year is almost here. The tension is mounting. It's time to do a recap right now. Here we go. Number 10, Halo Reach. Number 9, Mario Galaxy 2. Number 8, God of War 3. Number 7, Civilization 5. Number 6, Super Meat Boy. Number 5, Donkey Kong
Remember when
Country
people wouldn't
Returns.
complain
Number 4,
about
StarCraft
characters
2.
who are
Number
further
3,
away
Black
having
Ops. And number
reduced
2,
animation?
Red Dead Redemption.
Games actually ran right.
Number 1.
This is as close to an interactive movie as you could possibly get. Whereas Red Dead has
Mass
a
Effect.
storyline,
Yeah, I was
Mass
gonna
Effect
say,
has
you
upgrade
know,
upgrade storylines.
no,
Every action or word
'cause,
you speak or do
you know,
affects the
we've
story in
seen
some way. There's
less,
literally hundreds of different plots
Alex.
less
that
interactive
affect.
movies since
Kinda
then.
like one of those choose your own adventure books
Alex,
back in the day, but with
let me
over
tell you
8 million
something.
pages.
Uh-huh.
Plus, you can bring your character from the first Mass Effect, as well as any decisions
You
game to
would
this
love
game.
these
This affects your
games
relationship
and then
with
be
Mass Effect-
disappointed at the
how
third
you feel
game.
about submission.
Mass
course
Effect 1
I
is
will.
great. Mass Effect 2 is better in many ways. Not always,
Yes, it
but in many
is.
ways.
BioWare.
Mass Effect 3
Every gamer who gave you this
is the most good of the good that it's criminal,
one of you.
and it should be,
It's
considering
Criminal,
what people were
considering how bad
expecting.
the ending is.
endings, color
Yeah.
coded and shit.
Yeah, I
Dude,
was
it's to the
going.
point
That's
where
why
even
I said ending.
it's to the point where even fucking porno games sold more and made fun of that endings.
Ah,
That's
yeah.
why Andromeda is the objectively the worst in the series,
My face is tired.
among several other reasons why. Anyway,
The fact. God,
I would say
I'm
this
staring
would
at a
be
copy of
low.
Mass Effect Andromeda right now.
I'd say low Iron Man of the gaming.
I
Yeah,
still haven't opened. Yeah, I still haven't opened Mass Effect Andromeda.
Don't.
I
It's
think I paid
terrible.
like I think I paid like $4 for it, and I feel like I got ripped off.
that's $4 too much.
Yeah.
If you
Yep.
want to make your money back, stream it, and whatever donations you get is worth more than whatever you paid for it.
You're assuming I get donations.
Yeah, that's already worth more than what you paid for it. Uh, above need to be made.
Yep.
I feel like it belongs there. And
Anyways,
now we're on to 2011, where they have top 10 2011 headlines.
yep. With that,
Oh,
I'm going to use the restroom. I will be right back.
And anyone needs to take a piss break, you better do it right now.
I'm good for right now.
Fuck. I almost played porn.
What do you? Oh God. I'd have to take us offline, censor it, and then. Hey, at least you didn't have it show up on screen like I did. But hey, I managed to get it to go away before anything really bad showed up.
Who was the star?
Huh? Tifa
Who was the
Lockhart
star?
was the star.
Oh, was it that Italian Senate shit?
No, it was something else.
3D or
Somebody,
2D?
so somebody, 3D. It was somebody, who, the forum that was linked to in the old, Final Fantasy Sonic X, games, that has been sold
I'm back.
to a source filmmaker, porn reposting site.
What?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Repeat that?
So, there was a forum that was linked to in the old Final Fantasy Sonic X games, right?
Uh-huh.
And that has been sold to somebody who reposts source filmmaker porn.
Who sold it to him to begin with?
That's a very good question, but it includes footage of Tifa Lockhart getting railed by Big Macintosh from My Little Pony.
Are we talking anthropomorphized, humanized, or...
Man, I don't fucking know. I didn't stick around long enough to find out. I saw the title pop up and I was like, no, 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 no! And I closed it out before the thumbnails loaded in.
If it was full-on pony, I don't think any of us would be enjoying it.
My little brony.
Okay, so
Well, Kevin's back, so let's go ahead and get this on the road.
Horse fucking Tifa!
okay, so Alex, question: who do you think is the better, or King Neptune voice, John O'Hurley or Jeffrey Tambor?
Him.
Well, John O'Hurley is a good voice. Jeffrey Tambor, was he the original?
No, Tambor was the voice from the movie.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, in that case, yes.
Yeah, so, and then John O'Hurley was in Kingdom Hearts, right?
Uh, Alex,
What?
you're thinking of Triton
Oh, King Neptune. Who am I fucking... Who?
from SpongeBob.
Who you fucking? Well, that's not hard business.
Oh.
Oh my god! If I
Oh.
was talking Triton, I would not be referring to either of those voice actors.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember. It's been too long. Let's just
Thank
go
you,
ahead
Kyle A. Bear.
let's just go ahead and keep going.
I'm just gonna DM you the voice comparison.
So if you recall last year about this time, we predicted what we thought would happen throughout 2010. And I don't want to toot our own horn or anything, but we were right.
50% of the time.
It's like we were psychic or something.
So it's that time again. It's time to predict the future.
Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
And I'm Nervous Nick.
For Screwattack's Top 10 Headlines of 2011.
Number 10.
Ooh,
I think
MVC.
everybody knows we love us some retro games, which is why it's so great to see so many franchises attempting a comeback. And who's leading the charge? None other than Capcom.
Mega Man 9 and 10, Street Fighter 4, Bionic Commando, MVC3. But even with that, there's one game that a lot of folks would like to see again, and so Capcom announces the return of Mega Man X.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Mega Man 9 and 10 were 8-bit.
That didn't happen, much to my chagrin.
Yeah, much to my chagrin
Oh.
as well. I love Mega Man X. X is better than the
Oh,
regular
that's
Mega
cool.
Man.
Number 9.
Fight me about this shit.
Speaking of fight,
Uva Bull. You either love this guy or
Hey.
you hate him.
Uwe Ball.
Yeah, you probably hate him. But
I
in
know
2011,
it's been
Bull
like
reveals his
15
next
years
crossover
since this
based on one of
happened.
the most popular games of 2010.
But, you know,
Are you ready for this?
step into my fucking shit. Unironically,
I mean-
Uwe Boll's Angry Birds movie would have been better than the Angry Birds movie we got.
the first one was alright.
And the first one was terrible.
I found the subplot about the pig's financial problems to be unnecessary.
Eh.
And Mark Wahlberg and Tracy Morgan don't give believable performances.
Upon further inspection,
That
we
would have
actually
been
found the
better
movie was
than
just 90 minutes of
what
straight
we got.
gameplay.
Number 8.
Nope.
Where the only
So
thing that's
3DS
quotable
is gonna
from
be
that
your own.
movie
Will it open? Will it
is
turn into soft
Peter
goods?
Dinklage.
Who knows?
Yep,
We do,
I
and
agree.
allow me to get all sciencey on you for a second. You know when you look at a 2D screen and still get the sense of where things are in 3D space? Well, if you stare at a 3D screen long enough, you're eventually going to train your eyes to see 4D. What does that look like? What does it even mean? We don't know. We just read the future headlines.
You know, it's funny that even while writing this top 10, an article was released saying that
If
the
we were
3DS
able to
3D
see
could
4D, we
actually
would be
improve
able to
vision.
comprehend
So we're
what
just gonna go ahead and
Aizen
mark this one
has
as
become
already
later in the
confirmed.
Arankar saga, but we can't.
Number 7.
Anyway,
Last year we predicted Rare would announce Killer Instinct 3, and out of all the predictions we made, we actually
now
thought
you're
that was our safest bet.
Going to be
Well,
announcing,
it turns out
predicting that
it
they're...
You're off though.
Rare decided that they wanted to focus on casual games and absolutely destroy all the
Fucking
credibility they've had with gamers
hate
from the
this
past.
game.
But in 2011, Rare finally announces the long-awaited sequel to Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct Killer Groove doesn't end up being a fighting game at all. It's actually a Kinect title, based around
Yeah.
dancing to the original KI soundtrack. Fuck you.
Soundtrack
Not
was
a-
great, but
Not a bad idea if it was for DDR.
This past year, our
Yeah.
Jam saw some great success.
that's
I
the
mean,
kind
you
of thing
should
where it would be a great idea.
I mean,
but
Square
as
Enix was
like
able
a
to make big rhythm games based off of Final
DLC.
Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts music.
Yeah, Theater Rhythm.
Is a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, Theater Rhythm is good.
The NFL is sensitive about head trauma and concussions, so when EA brings the idea of the hard-hitting Blitz series back to the NFL, they shoot it down without a second thought.
While on the surface this sucks, EA takes the bad news and actually turns it into great news by taking the Blitz model and combining it with another franchise that gamers have been
NFL
clamoring for a
Blitz was
return of.
actually good. Madden is
Mutant League
fucking terrible.
Football.
Mutant
This allows
League
EA to amp up the
Football.
violence
That did actually come back.
Players are getting decapitated on big hits, and the blood flows like wine.
Number 5.
Ooh, Back to the
I
Future.
unfortunately,
Following
I
the
have the,
success of
I have the Wii version.
announces a second and third season are on
I
the way.
fucking hate the Wii version.
But the lead executives at Telltale arrive at a conclusion. People don't just love Back to the Future, they love Michael J. Fox in general. So this leads to tons of point-and-click adventure games based on his many film and TV roles.
In 2011, look for upcoming classics such as Spin City, Stuart Little, and my personal favorite, Teen Wolf.
A Teen Wolf point-and-click game would have been better than Teen Wolf 2.
A little while back, Activision registered the name Call of Duty Future Warfare, which in 2011 is announced for release in 2012. Interestingly enough, the first Halo FPS produced without Bungie is also revealed, but it takes place in the present day.
Future Warfare will put you in the shoes of the Grand
You know what?
Captain as
That
you
would have
fight
been
aliens on the planet
better than-
Ring. While Halo Combat Modernized takes a full-fledged ranking and perk system as you do battle in the Middle East.
Yeah, no,
This
Halo...
causes the two major FPS franchises to effectively become each other.
Halo Modern Combat would have been better than Halo 4.
Or 5.
Definitely would have been better than Halo 5. Halo 4 wasn't even that bad
Hey, look,
compared
it's
to
Sonic
5.
4, Alex.
Oh god, my trauma's
With
coming
virtually
back.
nothing being announced for episode 2
Yeah.
when you can expect some more
Oh god, I
2D
was on
Sonic
this level
action.
for so fucking
Answer?
long.
Never. After the first
Alex,
failure to please every single
would you
whiny
want me to
wanted
show
play
you
decent
how it's
Sonic
done
platformer
whenever
again?
I get
Sega
to
just said,
playing
"You know
these
what?
games?
Screw you guys," and cancels all
If
future
you
episodes.
want to play
Sega then goes
Sonic
back
the
to pimping
Hedgehog
Sonic
4
for his next video game appearances
Episode
in the next
1
Cooking Month.
Look what you
to
did,
100%,
Which
feel
I
free to
have.
be my fucking
The
guest!
new Mortal Kombat is released. It sells very well, becoming one of the hottest games of the year.
Hey, look, tag team. Remember when that was a thing? Yeah, they don't do that anymore in Mortal Kombat.
Gamers have been begging for 2 decades.
Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
Oh yeah, Nick, it's coming, baby.
Whoa, don't say it.
Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter.
A lot of things.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Who would have thought Street Fighter and Tekken would come together? That and Ed Boon, the main dude behind Mortal Kombat, has said in interviews that he's a fan of Street Fighter and would totally be down with doing it.
Yeah, he actually did say that.
Halfway there already.
Yeah, but I don't think Capcom would take him up on that offer just because they don't see. Just
Mortal
because Mortal
Kombat
Kombat
vs. Street Fighter would actually be really good, and the fact that they're
Yeah,
not
but here's-
doing that...
Number 7, Rare
Yeah, but let's also not forget the
Number
fact
6,
that
Mutant League Football returns.
Mortal Kombat is outright banned in Japan because of the gore, especially by 11.
Well, it looks like they need a good dose of fucking freedom then, don't they?
Street Fighter's announced.
Little
So you're
bit of
su-
democracy.
So you guys are suggesting that America takes over the world?
I'm
Yes.
suggesting Japan become the 51st state.
Which is designed specifically for hardcore.
Oh!
Realizing that they're missing out on hardcore money from games like Call of Duty, Mass Effect, Metal Gear, and Madden, this new console's bundled with a TV to produce no glasses 3D similar to the 3DS's screen, and
Huh.
it has the ability to connect and communicate with the Wii.
Why can it connect to the Wii?
Huh.
Because Nintendo continues to support the Wii with its casual games so they can continue to make the mommy money they've been making while
You know,
taking
this
a
is
huge
kind
chunk
of
out
like the
Sony
Wii U,
Microsoft
but not.
hardcore market. This new console corrects the crappy
You remember
online
when
issues
they
the Wii has, and
ported
even
Mass
includes,
Effect 3 to the
dare I
Wii U
say
and
it,
nothing else?
a DVD player. Dun dun dun.
With 2 consoles, Nintendo now controls
You remember
both
when the
casual
only
and
2
the
Arkham
hardcore
games
market.
that were on Wii U were City and Origins?
Yep.
I liked Origins.
Okay, so since most of this
okay,
was,
legit.
was actually
Arkham
incorrect,
Origins. Legit,
I'm
Arkham
gonna
Origins is one of my favorite games, and I really hate how it's been neglected. You know?
Yeah. Okay, so this is probably going to go into yet another hard news category because I'm like, yeah, none of this ended up being correct.
It's
Some
not
of it.
even that none of it ended up being correct. Some of it's just fucking stupid even for the
Actually,
time.
Some of it, hey, remember, some of these were just predictions. Some of
Oh,
them were
yeah.
just having, but some of them did end
Number
up
one's
being
a fucking troll, though.
Some of them actually, well, if you think about it, not really, with the exception of the Wii connectivity and the 3DS
I mean, it didn't need
functionality.
Wii connectivity because it already had the Wii built into it.
Also, like again, some of the predictions did end up coming true, like another Mutant League Football. Really? Nothing? You didn't know that Blood Bowl was essentially that?
No.
Well, I expected it from you.
I mean,
actually.
I did know that Blood Bowl was essentially that, but it, you know, it's okay.
People are still predicting Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat is going to be a thing one day, every year.
I mean,
every
hell, Thorgy's Arcade made build the roster for that game, for that
When Warner
hypothetical
Brothers
game.
when Warner Brothers runs out of money, they'll sell Mortal Kombat to Capcom.
Angry Birds, the movie, did eventually become a thing. Killer Instinct,
It was not directed by Uwe Ball, but that's beside
not
the point.
not of a ball, right? But still, it became a thing. They did eventually have something Killer Instinct release. Nobody knew it was going to be an entire fucking game, though, which was actually a really pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't a rhythm game. Hands up,
actually,
how many times have they released weird-ass rhythm games for things rather than actual games? The games
rare or
industry.
just in general in the games industry?
Just generally, yeah.
A lot. There was a rhythm game on Action 52. There was a rhythm game for Disney, like an only Disney on Nintendo 64, I think it was. There was
Yep.
one for exclusively the Jungle Book on PlayStation 1.
Mm-hmm.
There was a rhythm game on the GameCube that was only Mario related. There was Dance Dance Revolution based off of the music from the Disney Channel. Boogie on the Wii. The dance number for Han Solo on Connect.
Well, yeah, but there were actual Star Wars games that came out
Right,
on...
but that was still a weird ass rhythm game.
Oh, yeah. Hell, there were a bunch of
Samba de
weird
Amigo.
fucking Star Wars games back then.
I was gonna say Samba de Amigo, but that was its own thing.
Yeah. Okay, so where are we
this?
putting this? Hard news, right?
Hard news. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it's better than Secret.
Because these lists are almost never good.
They're kind of funny though.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
sometimes it's funny. It's like it's not meant to be a serious list anyways, but
Anyway, so next up is Mega Man Top 10 Robot Masters.
The headlines are more educated wish.
yeah.
We only got that wording from Deadpool and Wolverine, didn't we?
yeah.
As you probably picked up on by now, over the years, we love us some old school Mega Man. And while last year we looked at the worst Robot Masters, we felt
I did that too.
time to look at the best. So just like last year, for whatever reason,
Who wouldn't?
costume level weapon or
Let's be
whatever,
real here.
these
Who
are the
wouldn't?
Robot Masters that own the most face. Hey, I'm Study Craig for Screwattack.
Did you really lose at the fucking elephant?
I would certainly be very
You don't
confused
necessarily have to be the
with
most
that
difficult boss in the game
prospect,
to
but
make
I
it
would
on the list, and
understand.
that's what's so great about Gravity Man. Fun stage, fun weapon. His level's kind of like a Mario Galaxy
Oh.
2 way before there even was a Mario Galaxy 2 and flips you all over the place. Do you know how hard it is to remember to hold
So, Crazy
fly
Gadget.
upside down? And his weapon, the gravity hold, if you really think about it, is absolutely brutal. It makes the enemies fall up into the sky.
Oh, fuck.
Where they burn up in the atmosphere.
That's messed up.
No, that is messed up.
For a lot of folks, Mega Man 10 was simply not as memorable as its predecessor.
Call him
Whether
Mr.
it's
Fahrenheit.
accidental weapon switching, sheep
Oh, Mega Man
music,
10, you could have been better if you
Cheap
hadn't
Man.
been
But
NES
despite the
themed.
minor issues some out of the game, we found most
Same with-
I didn't mind it being NES themed.
It should have been Super
Ooh,
Nintendo
Blade.
themed.
Including a castle
Blade
eyeball
Man.
and one of the most practical weapons in the game. But at
The
the end of the
SNES
day,
is as far back as any
Mega Man
game
is
should
a
go in terms of graphics and fidelity. Fight me.
So Alex, what you're
Okay.
trying to say is that you would prefer the Wily Wars version of the first three games?
Yes.
But you just gotta look past his simple
Well, since you have Nintendo Switch Online and access to the Genesis stuff, you can play it.
I have a Sega Genesis Classic as well.
Then when you beat
Complete
Mega
with
Man,
Wally
you
Walls.
which pretty much does away with the whole aiming thing.
Why not?
And that's fun.
It's a piece of shit.
Got it for like 20 bucks.
$20 too much.
I
Oh, hi,
modded
Guts,
the
man.
I modded the fuck out of it.
He just uses his own
Okay.
strength to
It doesn't
shut
suck as much as the
that are twice
PlayStation.
the
I bought that
size.
for
It's
25
just
bucks.
him
Okay, they both
Alex.
suck balls. So you
And I
modding
modded
it,
the fuck
basically-
out of that
Why
one
not?
too.
and
That's
Wanna know
basically
how
the
we-
same as putting sprinkles on a
Guys,
turd. It
guys,
doesn't help.
Guys, you want to know how we could recognize Guts Man?
recognizable butts on the internet.
That.
Okay, there.
Hi, Ruby Spears.
Now find it.
Mega Man was able to correctly guess it was Guts Man just from his ass.
Ninja blades. That's
Mega Man is a true booty warrior.
5.
one of the
Lux Man, I came for booty.
Quick Man stage will forever be remembered as one of the most unforgiving in the whole series.
Oh, Alex, you would despise Quick Man's soundtrack in the Wily Wars version.
Unfortunately, though, we can't really put Quick Man any higher on the list because Flashman's weapon pretty much takes away half his life and he makes you
Sa Waruto
the manliest.
Tokiwo Tamare.
Number 4.
Oh yeah, that thing rocks.
Masters are notable for their catchy theme songs, and others for their cool level design. Galaxy Man for Mega Man 9 for sure has those going for 'em. But how many have weapons that sound as cool as
Yes, you can conjure a black hole.
anything to kill them? Now,
Whoa.
I'm a UFO. I'll kick your ass. I'll make a black hole and stretch you.
this is scientifically known as spaghettification. Seriously, it is.
Number 3.
Out of all the Robot Masters ever, we have to think that Skullman probably caused
Skullman.
death and destruction to actually make his level. Why? Well, it's filled with bones and spines and skulls. And how do they get there? This guy. He is hardcore death. I mean, he's got a picture of a skull on his skull. And he'll never really have to dress up for Halloween, ever. And while sure his weapon is...
That's a Beavis and Butthead joke that they just did with that character. A skull on a skull. I want a tattoo of a butt on a butt, and I want it on my butt.
I believe this is...
This guy was the first Robot Master they ever encountered. Remember, prior to Mega Man, not a whole lot of
Oh,
games
Cut Man.
choose your own stage, so for a lot of people, it was they saw.
Cut Man's lame.
Under that same logic, his stage has one of the most iconic tunes in the
Kung
franchise.
Fu Cut
One thing to
Man.
keep in mind is that Robot
Isn't his
Master
aren't his blades able to cut through concrete?
He's one of the most functional of
I
all the Robot
think,
Masters
but here's the
ever.
funny thing.
Scissors.
Cut Man is actually the only Robot Master visibly affected by your Mega Buster.
All right, let's hit the old Robot Master recap before we get to number 1. Number 10, Gravity Man. Number 9, Blade Man. Number 8, Magnet Man. Number 7, Guts Man. Number 6, Shadow Man.
No. Number 8
5,
is
Foot
Guts
Man.
Man's
Number
ass.
4, Galaxy Man. Number 3, Skull Man. And number 2, Cut Man.
But now it's time for number 1.
Number 1.
Metal Man.
No duh.
Oh, yeah, you know it. Just from the
Fuck
look at
yeah,
on the
Metal
character
Man.
description screen, you
Look
know this
at
guy
that
is the
death
underdog.
stare.
He's got
Look
glowing
at it.
red eyes. His stage is incredibly cool with those gears moving.
I'm
in the
surprised they
background.
never made a
His
Metalman.exe in the Battle Network series.
Please don't. Oh wait, Battle Network series. Never mind.
Most important part, the weapon you get from beating him. It's
Like,
easily the most
legit,
overpowered
that would
weapon
be
in
one of the
history,
coolest
that
things
features
ever.
sections, can pretty much take out anything in the game with just a few tiny exceptions, and it uses next to no juice.
I'm pretty sure if they had any Capcom references in Ready Player One, this would have been one of the weapons they would have used.
Beat him, you
Heck
pretty much
yeah.
never had to switch from his weapon again. It's so
Oh, yeah, that is very much true. Look at that shit.
love just mowing
Look
over
at
everything in sight. Nobody.
God, that stage's theme is catchy. Iron Man of Gaming. This is a really good list. Alex? Oh god, Alex is dead.
Yeah, I'm here. I did not get abducted by ninjas. This is a good list. Iron Man of Gaming. I'd put it above top 10 zombies.
Yep.
Zombie
put it
game?
top.
Yeah.
Put it above top 10 zombies.
All right, that's fair.
All right. So next up, we have top 10 worst doctors.
This is a good one.
Yes, it is.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
It's still kind of funny to me how out of all between all three of us, Alex is probably the one who hasn't really seen much of at all any of these prior to our viewing of this.
In real life, it takes years of
Screwattack was a really niche website just about how known they were.
You're good to go.
Yeah, they were very
It's like,
popular.
Kentucky's in the best docs, but come on,
Yeah, but they weren't like
likes hate.
as popular as people think they were either, though.
High
unfortunately.
Cortex and Wrath
Implies
Cortex
you're a doctor
and
missed. You qualify. This list is based solely on how well they do their job.
So hey, I'm stuttering correct.
I mean, doctor can also mean
Screwattack's top 10
scientist, so
worst doctors in video games.
Number 10.
Not in this case.
Negative.
Hal Emmerich is a scientist, not a medical doctor.
Dr. Hal Emmerich, aka Otacon.
His genius allows him to create the
Why
original
me?
Metal Gear, but his philosophy says that nothing is perfect unless it's quote-unquote flawed. So what flaw is incorporated into this mech suit of death?
The cockpit opens up, leaving the pilot totally exposed to the world and bullets to his face. Otacon knew people would be piloting these things, therefore knowingly putting
You
human
can't
lives
do
at
that in
risk.
the
At this
original
point,
full
you just put a
MGS
giant
1.
target on your head. But really,
Yes, you can.
you know the
who's
you
dumber,
know that the
Otacon
way
or the
the
pilot?
reason
Well,
why
the pilot
that
didn't even know it was
happens
happening.
is
Going to battle,
because
and then all of a
You
sudden-
gotta hit the satellite.
yeah, the sensor dish.
Number
If you destroy the
9.
sensor dish, you have to use it manually.
There's not a whole lot of careers Mario
Yeah,
hasn't attempted
yeah,
over
but
the
the
years,
thing
and
is
famous
that
just happens to be in the
at,
field of medicine.
what I
It's
was
obvious
referring
that
to
Mario's
was the
not
first
qualified for
person
this
bit
job at all.
for the
Fever,
for MGS, because you can't do that in the you can't do that at an in the original MGS 1 unless
Unless
you're
you're using a
using the
sniper
specific
rifle.
weapon.
Or the-
or
yeah.
Single issue, ramming medication down
Oh,
your
yeah.
throat until the viruses go away.
Dr. Mario.
How many pills it takes?
See,
He
that's
doesn't
a
sound
legit
but go on.
doctor.
Number
Or to
8.
put on the list. No, as
Do
in a
not
legit
put my
doctor to
boy
put on the
Bones
list.
McCoy on this list.
Nick, why are we looking at Star Trek?
Because this guy is next on our list.
Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, you remember when I put that
Mr.
game Steam
Spock
in the
is
wall?
My
not a
name is Leonard
doctor.
Nimoy.
Technically.
Oh, yeah, see,
Watch, you'll see.
At the beginning of the game, Leonard Nimoy himself gives you the biggest douchebag of a pet you can ask for, and we're not totally sure, but we think he may have created this ugly little monstrosity. But is he really a doctor?
Yeah, he's 4 times the doctor of anybody else on this list because he's got 4 doctorate degrees. He totally.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, they are honorary, but yeah,
Number
sure.
7.
It takes a seriously talented doctor to replace a missing arm with a super powerful roboticized one, complete with.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, the superpower roboticized one that also happens to be
His
spoiler.
wife.
Somebody turned
Yeah.
your wife into an arm. What? Spencer from Minor Commando has a wife-powered arm. Literally, some guy, whoever he is, turned your wife into a bionic arm. Anybody who can honestly claim to have done that clearly deserves to be.
Is that even remotely possible?
No,
You'd be surprised.
they put a consciousness in a fucking arm.
6.
Craig, relax.
Oh,
Dr.
Eggman.
Robotnik.
Please don't rate me.
Pretend for a moment
He's a
that you are
scientist, not
Please
a
don't
medical
rape me,
doctor.
what?
powerful robot versions of your arch nemesis.
Doctor Huevitos.
No, he's got a medical doctorate, but he is also a scientist.
Okay, haven't been raped.
Doctor Huevos.
You are Dr. Eggman. Despite all your technological prowess, you are frequently outsmarted by a 12-year-old mutant fox and waste the majority of your time making
8-year-old
useless
mutant
robot
fox and a
beings
16-year-old
powered by
hedgehog.
woodland creatures.
You know, you got a point, because if you really think about it, if you have the ability to make
Doctor
gaming
Huevositos.
you'd at least have the ability to give them a power source instead of having Chip and Dale running a freaking hamster wheel inside them, making them go.
Bowls, 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 bowls.
Number
Rest in peace,
5.
Dune Bristow. Oh. No, this guy doesn't even have a fucking doctorate.
Mac the prescription to dole out pain.
Doc Lewis.
Craig, you were just horrible. Why do okay. The man cannot for the life of him understand the consequences of having a severe chocolate addiction. There are hundreds of calories.
not
in
a
his bar, and
doctor!
He eats like 39 of them between each meal, even when he's fighting.
Doc is just.
Flowers, son. Mine's chocolate.
Oh, Doc Lewis, you're so fat.
Number 4.
Hi,
I knew
Wiley.
Dr. Wily would show up sometime. He created so many Robot Masters and even created Zero, one of the most powerful robots of all time.
But all his credibility as a doctor.
Zero.
You consider he created Clown Man.
Let's keep in mind, Wiley also ended up unintentionally creating the Maverick virus that would eventually cause pretty much the end of the world via war or between Inhumans,
And really,
between
how are you
Reploids
supposed
and
to fly a
Mavericks.
spaceship around without being detected when it makes that horrible noise?
And that war would ultimately end up causing
No, I can't stop
the
this.
human population to go extinct.
Number 3.
I wish I was kidding.
We understand that nobody is perfect in the world.
Craig,
Bound to
Craig,
countless
Craig,
mistakes. What?
Craig, it's gone.
So I can be normal again.
Yeah, be normal, please.
We understand that nobody's perfect, and we're bound to countless mistakes throughout the course of our lives. But Dr. West
You will need to get fucking Splatterhouse.
Freaking thing, he filled an entire mansion with his failures.
And we're not just talking about any ordinary mistake here. We mean each mistake is a failed experiment that resulted in a bloodthirsty mutant every single time.
How you accidentally create monsters when trying to reanimate a corpse is, I don't know, beyond me. But hey, video games.
Number 2.
Who is it?
It's Dr. Salvador with my chainsaw.
Most of the people on this list would make terrible
Don't
surgeons,
think
both Dr.
Salvador is a
Salvador-
doctor.
I think that's a joke entry.
dude has one method for fixing
Why?
toothache, broken leg. How about the flu?
The Moro 2D says, see, that's the kind of shit that got us an M rating.
It works in so many ways.
Yeah, Dr. Salvador is the kind of doctor who does all of his
Recap
surgery with a
before we get
chainsaw, no matter how
factors.
minor.
Number 10, Otacon.
Number 9,
He has a lot of malpractice suits.
Number 7, why is your wife an arm?
Number 6, Dr. Eggman or Robotnik.
Number 5, Doc Lewis.
Doctor Huevitos.
Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik. It's not that hard.
You mean Dr. Wiley. Number
Except
3,
in the places
Dr.
where he
Weiss.
was called
Number
Julian.
2, Dr. Salvador. Go watch previous top 10s.
He had a shit childhood.
What? You'll never
The-
believe.
The entire world.
It's
in
one of the
the
great
hospital
doctors
Shush.
from...
you can go to find a reliable
Shush.
Nope.
doctor.
It is.
Shush!
You'll
Unless
see.
it's the ironically named Hope Hospital from Trauma Center Second Opinion. Now, the culprit here isn't so much Dr. Styles, whose awesomeness allows him to use the surgical tools to disarm a bomb. The problem comes when he passes on the scalpel.
To you. You take control, Styles, and because the game is so freaking hard, you're gonna kill somebody. Dead. Nice job.
Yep.
And every single time you do,
You-
get massive depression. Despair over the accident took root in the young doctor's heart, where it continued to fester for years to come. Eventually growing so large that it overshadowed everything else. The hopes that once drove the doctor to greatness were swallowed by emptiness and regret. Friggin' emo.
Congratulations, viewer. You are the worst doctor ever in a video game.
But only if you've played Trauma Center.
I haven't.
If you haven't, then Dr. Salvador
Dr.
with the
Salvador,
chainsaw.
yeah,
He's
number
pretty
2.
bad.
Yeah, him.
But
Yeah.
that petered out.
Okay.
You know, not terrible, but it's hard news, definitely, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah,
Low
lower
hard news?
news. Yep.
Would you say
Yeah.
this is better than top 10 secrets?
Yes.
Yeah.
At
Then
the very least, top 10 secrets.
It's
better
not better
than-
than the top 10 sexy outfits.
No, it's not better than top 10 sexy outfits. No. There we go. Anyway, next on our list is top 10. Oh, we got a two-parter. Top 10.
it's
and
not
best and
two-parter,
top-
but it's great that they were released side by side. The first
Yeah, that's
one,
why. Yeah, that's why I consider it a two-parter.
the first one is top 10 Mortal Kombat characters.
The second one is top 10 worst Mortal Kombat characters. Which this is in lieu of Mortal Kombat 11, of Mortal Kombat 9's release.
Hey, the new Mortal Kombat.
Oh my.
That gives us another chance to talk about how much we love the series. We're gonna. So sit down, shut up, and let's get our Mortal Kombat love fest on. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig for Screwattack's top 10 Mortal Kombat characters.
Number
10.
Yeah, my
There's your
boy.
Is a douchebag. We realize that. But Johnny
Yes,
Cage
Johnny Cage is a
you
douchebag.
only wish you could be. With a
Yep.
limitless supply of sunglasses, his name tattooed on his own chest, a successful career as a film actor, and the ability to punch your head off not once, but 3 times.
I will legitly get his name tattooed on my chest for cosplay's sake.
Plus, who talks like this? And I'm taking you down.
You down. I'm taking you down. I'm taking you out. And I'm taking you out. And I'm taking you out for dinner. Such a stud.
Number 9.
Okay, you want it? Okay, confession time. First time I've ever heard Reptile's theme in anything was, weirdly enough, Islands of Adventure when they played it in the Marvel superhero area. I wish I was joking.
As to how you could actually fight him, it was just ridiculous. And if you actually saw someone fighting against him, that person immediately became local legend. And when you could actually play
Gizmo?
as him in Mortal Kombat,
I'm
you
here.
were invisible. That was just icing on the cake.
So nobody has any questions on how that makes any sense?
No.
Reptile.
It doesn't, so I don't really have any questions. Amoro 2D says the days before Boone tried to make his family into the Chosen Ones.
Blaze from the more recent 3D entries is a pretty lame character, but you
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't, this is like Blaze, he's a giant
Go
lava
back and pop
monster.
an MK2 and fight on the Pit 2 level. Take a look at the background. See that
Yep.
guy on fire? Well,
Yeah.
of course you do. That's what made the stage awesome. Well, it wouldn't be Mortal Kombat if there wasn't rumors as to how you could actually play as him, and wouldn't you know it, the Dez eventually made this dude into his own character. He was given his own name, Blaze, obviously, came back as a boss in Armageddon, and was a playable character in Deadly Alliance. Pretty neat, right? And that is
Armageddon was after Deadly Alliance.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna say,
there's
didn't you get that
Armageddon.
out of
the
order?
ability to see you to mercilessly end your life. He uses his
Oh, hi,
highly developed
Kenshi.
sense of hearing to detect you. Then his katana
By the way,
decides
this
how
video
to
was
attack.
actually the first time I heard the
They
phrase
generally aren't
handy
too big, the most
capable.
recent characters from newer games, but we'll admit that Kenshi
Yeah, I
is
remember when that
pretty
was
damn
such
cool.
a,
You would think that a blind guy
and that was a
slashing his sword
joke,
everywhere would only
essentially.
be a recipe for disaster and only hit someone by pure luck, but it's like we say,
Handy Capable sounds like a bad superhero group.
capable.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Hi, Cyrax.
The ratio of
One of the
robots
most
to ninjas
busted
in
characters in
Mortal
all of
Kombat
Mortal
by tradition
Kombat
has been
and
precisely
9.
several
The only
And
reason you ever want to turn down the volume in Mortal Kombat 9.
is Cyrax. He used to be a ninja like the other robots, but was forcibly transformed into a bot by the leader of his clan.
oh, the
It's
trash
like that
compactor
nice
fatality.
robe.
That's
Now he can shoot
awesome.
nets and bombs out of his chest, making him one of the cheapest dudes in Mortal Kombat 3.
The only character who's more busted than him is Cabal.
Cyrax may have done the world a favor by becoming a robot instead of a ninja, but Smoke has only been a robot. Sometimes. With Scorpion's harpoons and reptiles' invisibility, you do not want to screw with him,
Tomas.
unless he's a robot.
And then he got turned into Noob
Especially
Saibot.
robot. I don't know. But what I do know is that Smoke is special because he's the only character in the entire series who is both a ninja and a robot. Robo Sub-Zero.
Ugh.
That's dumb.
It is.
4. I am Shao Kahn.
Oh, hi,
Dodging the skull
Shao
of some
Kahn.
Poor sucker who was stupid enough to face him. Shao Kahn will taunt you while fighting.
Is that your best?
That's awesome.
It's
He
official.
literally laughs
You
at you when
suck.
you lose, and you fight him on top of a freaking mountain. And when he loses, he
Honestly, Mortal Kombat 9 probably has some of the best voice acting in the entire franchise of Mortal Kombat. And Bob Carter killed it as Shao Kahn.
The original Mortal Kombat, but we all know Goro was the real.
Oh no, this
Such an
fucker.
evil stud, he would beat your ass
This fucker.
by flexing. And who really needs 4 hands? Goro sure doesn't. Hell, the dude throws his extras at you. And check that out. They have green fire behind him. Throw in the fact that he's got his own lair he lives in with skeletons and
So,
guys of who knows God.
unfortunately, we're gonna have to dub this guy
beyond
Goro.
legendary.
We're gonna have to dub Goro Machamp's bitch.
Just the retarded half brother of Goro.
Yeah,
Retarded
but
half-brother of
Know
Machamp.
exactly who the top 2 entrants are. And if I reveal them
yeah,
to you right
Machamp
now,
made him
it's
his
gonna spoil
bitch.
number 1.
My
So,
boys.
Machamp.
let's
My
get our
boys, aren't
recap
they?
on. Number
Gonna be
10,
my
Johnny
boys, isn't it?
Cage. Number 9,
Better be my
Reptile.
boys.
Number 8, Blade.
You'll
Number
see.
7, Tenshi. Number 6, Cyrax. Number 5,
Gonna be
Smoke.
bullshit
Number
if it's
4,
not.
Shao Kahn. And
Yeah,
number
You'll
geez.
see. Relax.
So, who's number
Okay.
21?
I'm relaxed. Calm down.
No matter what
Yeah.
I said from this point on, people are going to be pissed. But which fighter is number 1? Scorpion is well known for his skull face, using fire in battle, and of course, his spear that pulls you from afar. But
Listen.
then, you really need to consider Sub-Zero, his mortal enemy. Not only does he freeze opponents from across the screen, but considering fatalities are a hallmark of Mortal Kombat, we named Sub-Zero's spine rip the number 1 fatality of all time. It essentially created the ESRB. How can you top that? Well, it's not easy, but consider that in the arcades where Mortal Kombat first gained notoriety, you were either or
Get over
nearly
here.
2 decades later, it's hard to argue that gamers aren't a bit desensitized by Sub-Zero's fatality, but Scorpion effectively gave the MK series the closest thing to a tagline it's ever had. Get
That is
over
true.
here. We're gonna argue that
Yeah.
that scene leaves such a different impression than a rating board. It's the kind that sticks with you in a good way, rather than the kind that slaps a bold-faced letter on video game boxes and heavily impacts the availability of the games in the first place. I'm looking at you, Australia. Like I said, this is not an easy call, but at the end of the day,
Oh, if Damon were here, he would be like, yeah.
I can't complain too much. I'm heavily biased towards Sub-Zero because he's my main. But
Well, there is another sound you'd be hearing in the arcades. Combo breaker!
Combo breaker!
Combo breaker!
Combo breaker!
Or, you know, if they ever brought 2012 KI in the arcades. Combo breaker!
Okay, so why don't we save rating this app until after we get to top top 10 worst Mortal Kombat characters.
Nomuro says, really wish Goro hadn't been left out of the Mortal Kombat 1 roster. Could have been interesting to see how Liu Kang neutered them.
All right, so we wanted a little bit of time with the new MK before we put this list together to see if anyone would make a last-second effort to jump on it. But it turns out the game is so damn good, nobody did.
Bitch!
So here we go.
Kratos just comes in with
Crappiest combatants ever.
Kratos just comes in with a left hook.
Screwattack's top 10 worst Mortal Kombat.
Oh, you'll
characters.
see who's number 1 on this list.
Number 10.
Number 10.
So who naturally would
Fuck.
be the first to crack
Fuck
the
Bo
top
Right
10?
Show. Fuck
That's
him.
right, Liu Kang's trainer.
Fuck you.
Feels like the town drunk, except he can kick the
This
crap out of
guy-
you and vomit on you while doing so.
This guy is one of the
Liu Kang
worst
became
comedic
such a
characters
big
ever
master
made
beyond
for a
wrestling,
fighting game.
It actually says more about Liu Kang than it does about Bo Right Show. In Deadly Alliance, everyone had a weapon to fight with. What was this, morons?
A goddamn stick.
Number 9.
Hey, speaking of Liu Kang, how about you kill him off and make him a stinking zombie? What the hell were they thinking killing off a Mortal Kombat champion? Throw in that you got.
I mean, there was a
the
shocking twist in
entire
Deadly
top
Alliance.
episode just to unlock him. It makes it even worse. Oh.
Oh, and speaking of that damn conquest mode.
Number 8.
Hi, Shijinko.
He was created just for conquest mode.
Shujinko is kind of our next generation Liu Kang.
The next generation.
Sure about
Liu
that?
Kang, but he's older and more boring. Hell, the dude grows old while you're playing.
And he got
the game.
easily
Does that
manipulated
tell you anything?
into gathering the Kamidogu.
You shall not pass.
7.
In the world of MK, if there's a color, there was some ninja attached to it. And thus leads us to Rain. Well, he's actually kinda cool.
Purple rain,
There's just one
purple
flaw we just can't
rain.
get past. You see, he's purple. And his name is Rain. Like Purple Rain. The Prince song. Yes,
Yep.
this was done on purpose. No ninja should ever be named after a Prince song.
Rest in peace, Prince.
Number 6.
Hey, you ever seen
Hey,
the movie
remember
Blade?
Blade? Yeah,
That's great.
great.
So how about we make a
How about we
character that's
make a
pretty much
character
direct knockoff, except
knock
not
off,
be
except
able to
gonna
pull
be
it
able
off,
to pull it
just
off and make him a generic black guy.
And now,
And now we have Darius.
Number 5.
Hey, you ever
Hey,
played
remember
Street Fighter?
Tennis Street Fighter? Yeah, he was great.
So
How about we make a character that's completely knocked off, pull it off, and make him a generic white guy?
And now
we have Cobra.
Number 4.
So you want to talk about getting lazy?
Oh, this guy.
Model, strip him of
This
the flesh,
guy.
call it a day. Now we realize he originated as an Easter egg.
Oh,
Replace the character skins with meats. Lack of skin.
lack of skin.
Whereas cool tidbits like this have resulted in cool characters in the past, it just wasn't so with meats. Imagine being a kid with
Ooh.
no skin. That would burn like a mother.
It was a cool idea, then they fucked him up.
Hi, Striker.
They say
Su
never
Hao
bring a
has to be the
gun
worst.
a
I would be
night fight.
surprised if he wasn't,
Or
Nomuro
maybe
says.
that's the other way around.
About
Striker
that.
says, fuck that and does it anyways. And we hate him for it.
I actually like Striker.
He's over
Striker in
He has
MK9
a
looks
freaking
good.
Bike cop.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't even have an official badge. Plus he wears a
Yeah, he does. He's part of SWAT.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't he have a
Backwards
SWAT
hat.
badge on his
Douche.
fucking harness there?
Should they try to make him cooler in the new MK?
And he has
Yeah,
the
look at
SWAT
that.
jacket
Look,
on
the
there, and the
stars are
sergeant's
too deep.
emblem.
They're just some
And now he's
MK
Hawkeye
who
all of a
turn
sudden.
things And say, that's where things started to suck. Striker was one of those points.
Striker's
like,
not that bad a
bitch.
character.
By the time Deadly Alliance and Armageddon came along, you could tell somebody was running out of ideas midway.
Oh,
A
mocap.
dude in a goddamn
Yeah, mocap
That's a
sucks.
joke character, though.
I
What the hell
know,
were
the
they
mocap
thinking?
He's
still
lame.
sucks.
He's not.
Play as a dude with
Yeah,
balls
just
on
like
his
Bo
butt.
Right Show, he
We love that
sucks.
dude. But at some
He's
point,
a joke
somebody
character.
said,
He's not
He's
a
not a good
canon.
joke.
for a new character. How about we put Carlos in the game? And at this point, Ed should have said, no, bitch, and bitch slapped the fool and fired him on the spot. I mean, this may be the worst idea for a fighting game character ever. Or is it?
Oh, just wait till you see who is the
All right, so let's
worst.
Look at the recap before we get to the worst combatant ever. Number 10, Bo Right Show. Number 9, Zombie Liu Kang. Number 8, Shujinko. Number 7, Purple Rain.
Shujinko.
Number 6, Darius. Number 5, a generic white guy. Number 4,
Pretty much.
Number 3, Striker. And number 2, a fucking guy with balls all over his
Balls, 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 balls.
Number 1.
Hi, Motaro.
Wait, wait,
No,
wait.
Yeah, this dude was cheap.
No, we're not
Okay,
talking the
like,
Centaur form.
Annoyingly cheap. but at the same time, he was cool, firing lasers out of his tail and being able to reflect projectiles.
Yeah.
Then why, on
God's green
would
earth,
they take his one defining feature, being a four-legged centaur, and take that away from him?
Yeah.
From this to
To
this.
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 They
This.
just made him in.
To this.
They
This.
just made him into a
I don't think I
guy
can
with a
go any further
scorpion
as to how
tail.
ridiculously stupid this
Yeah.
is.
Fucking lame.
In the NK universe,
From what I heard, they only did that because
the
of
whole
limitations to the tech
centaur,
that they were given at the time.
Why even put him in
What
at
the
that
hell?
point?
Yeah.
But they wanted to
It was
do,
essentially
You cut the
X
man's
that
ass off.
they wanted to do like an everyone is here kind of thing, considering they thought that was the final Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah,
Should've
but
been the
even
final Mortal
Smash
Kombat
Brothers
game.
was a. Yeah, but even Smash Brothers to make certain
Smash
designs
Brothers,
work.
Smash Brothers is different because when they did the everyone is here, that means everyone was here from every previous Smash Brothers game.
Okay, so where are we sticking these two lists? I would say Iron Man of Gaming for both, because oh boy.
Eh.
But where? What about what? But where?
Well,
Okay,
they have
but
to go in the same spot.
Yeah, so maybe
Above,
middle.
I'd say yeah,
above
so
indie
above,
games.
yeah, above indie games, definitely.
indie games.
Yeah. Yeah, above top 10 indie games.
In where? Iron Man of Gaming?
Yeah. Above
Hang
top
on,
10.
where is
Oh wait,
that?
movie games. My bad.
Yeah, I was
Movie-
I was gonna say
I know
that
they
indie games
did
was
it.
never a thing.
I would have sworn they did an indie. Didn't we do an
No.
indie games or an Xbox Live? Did they do an Xbox
My
Live video?
bad. Well, that's my.
Well, no,
that's-
technically they did do a top 10 Xbox games, but that's one of the videos that are missing.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
Alright, so top 10. So above top 10 movie games. Alright, so next up we have top 10 worst reboots and remakes. Well, I guarantee you Sonic's gonna be somewhere on that list.
Sonic has never been rebooted except for Sonic Boom, and Sonic Boom fucking sucks.
Alex, keep in mind
Sonic
Sonic
Genesis
06
is a port. It does not count.
Alex, Sonic 06 was intended to
Moro
be a
says
reboot.
even back then
Whether
nobody
it's
could
introduced a
animate
classic
horses.
game
Yeah,
in
we
a
didn't have the
generation, maintain
advancements
its
that
character, or just make a fast
the
buck.
source
The past several
filmmaker
years have
porn
seen
for
numerous
Elizabeth
series
from
resurface.
Bioshock
And
Infinite
while we love that they're trying,
created.
sometimes not all games
That
make
Moon
successful
Buggy?
reincarnations. And that's why we're here to bust their balls.
Oh, hi,
Dr.
Mega Man
Dre,
Legends.
Screwattack's top 10 worst reboots and
Which, by the
remakes.
way, when are we getting
Number 10.
getting the duology of that at Capcom?
Never.
Let's
We're
start
getting
with
it
a
around the
little
time
bit
of
about
Legends 3.
Commando. No, not those awesome downloadable
So,
titles. We're talking about
that's never.
the
Yeah.
other one. Man, did they fuck this up. Not so much from a gameplay standpoint, but from the, hey, let's have Brad Spencer lose all his Duke Nukem-esque personality and throw generic brosive dreads on him standpoint. Nobody likes dreads on video game characters. But hey, give Capcom some credits. They chose
Eddie Gordo.
a story epic with huge twists, like, everybody say it with me, your wife being a mechanical arm. God, that's tough.
Number 9.
This little foul-mouthed fucker was so cute on the N64. So when Conker was brought back on the Xbox in the form of Conker Live and Reloaded, oh boy, were we excited. Not just for the single player, but mostly the thought
Sensitive.
of multiplayer
To context.
Xbox Live. Rare pushed the ever-loving hell out of the live aspect of this game, even including it in the game's name. But what we got instead was a remastered single player with the only multiplayer aspect being based around the Saving Private Ryan spook of the game. Even though the new multiplayer could be entertaining at times, it wasn't even close to how much fun
Live
the
and
old
Reloaded
multiplayer
is
was,
definitely
and
not
still
a
is
good
to this
one.
day.
Nomura says was really glad to grab both this game and Rearmed on the big Steam sale for cheap. No, that was Blaster Master before that.
Rocket science. I mean, you eat the dots and you don't get hit by ghosts.
Pac-Man 2
So
does not
why,
count
in the
as a...
official sequel, I might add,
That's
am
not
I
a
passive
reboot, that's
weenie
just
who
a
gets
sequel,
yelled at
and
by
it's...
Pac-Man and gets chased by bees.
I hate this game,
This
I hate this
has
game so
nothing
much.
to do with this.
I'm sorry, Grandma,
It's
I
a
know you
goddamn
bought this for me
decade,
because
and
I love
this
Pac-Man.
is what they came up with for the triumphant return
But in the game,
of Pac-Man.
in the game, if you want to play the actual Pac-Man game instead of this shitty adventure game, you know what you have to do? You have to roam around playing the shitty adventure game to earn coins to go to the arcade.
This is one of the games they remember seeing in the commercials. After 3 successful Golden Axes back in the day, it was about time to put this series out to pasture and just call it a good career. But no, Sega had to do
Oh, my balls!
extremely generic cross between God of War and Guitar Hero of all things. It's extremely forgettable, with one minor exception.
Buy my balls, girl.
Number 6.
Yeah,
I still don't get the hate for this thing.
neither do I. I'm glad that you and I are both on the same page for this game, because I love Reshelled.
20 seconds of playing this remix, no, you
First of all, we get
playing
this.
the same
First of all,
game.
this is I think the last time we hear or the NYAV voice cast for the Turtles.
And took a dump on my childhood in the arcade.
And oh, Scotty Ray, I miss you, a Shredder. Come back, please.
Speaking of taking dumps on classic franchises, there was a time when games that were really popular in 2D form all of a sudden just had to switch to 3D. It was like gaining law for a while.
I'm sorry. Every time I hear
Pac-Man
Scotty
2
Ray,
was a good game, hampered by not knowing what the hell to do to get through the second half. I agree. It wasn't so much that the game itself was terrible as much as it was that it was difficult to figure out how to do shit in it. There was also the issue of having different extra games for each version. Yeah, the Genesis version has different stuff to the Super Nintendo version. I actually can't remember if I still have my Super Nintendo copy of that game. I'd have to go check. It might have been one of the games I traded away to get my Xbox.
So after having to wait a decade for a new Shadowrun, why in the world?
My wife has reshelled on her account but can't get it reinstalled to her 360 due to not being compatible with her Wi-Fi. That is where you get an Ethernet cord.
It was so bad the developers actually shut down 4 months.
Yeah, the Shadowrun first-person shooter was terrible. Shadowrun is a tactical RPG.
You can still buy it for some reason.
Okay, I am a big fucking Shadowrun fan, too. Like, I used to run Shadowrun games. This does not count. This is a sequel. Pac-Man 2 also doesn't count, but whatever.
This is supposed to be a reboot of the entire series.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It's a sequel. It is a sequel. It is a sequel to Shadow the Hedgehog.
So let me elaborate a bit. If you get hit against the wall in your first fight with Silver, you'll lose your rings.
Yeah, I never had that happen.
Yeah, I've actually tried to get that to happen.
I tried. Last time I played the game, I tried to have it happen, and it didn't.
Plus, when the game ends, the characters reverse time so that
if I could turn back time, if I could find a way.
No.
You've seen worse. Admit it.
We can't afford Ethernet cords right now. We're currently eating the cost of fixing my car. I didn't know Ethernet cords cost money. I just kind of find them on the side of the road.
You can literally get them at a Goodwill.
Legit, dude. I have a case of like 50 of them downstairs. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but you know, hey. If any of them ever die, I've got spares. Yeah, Bomberman Zero is like the archetypal bullshit reboot.
I will deadass play this to completion if I get a high enough donation goal.
Number 1, number 10, Bionic Commando.
I mean, hey, Brain Scratch Comms
Legit wish I could participate in Act Zero was truly redeemed by streamplay.
Number 6, TMNT.
Anyways, I was saying, Brain Scratch Comms is currently doing a 100% run of Super Mario Sunshine after reaching 100,000 subs.
Bomberman Act 0.
I'm not kidding.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Oh god.
Brain Scratch Comms is the internet group with where Some Call Me Johnny is a prominent part of it.
Well, I don't watch So Call Me Johnny, so I'm still gonna say I don't know who that is.
They are a commentary group on
dude, I'm
similar to
Brain Scratch. The city's been fucking destroyed.
Of Space Invaders.
Yeah.
Does any of that make
Yeah,
you think
Space
of this
Invaders.
at all?
A 3D shooter based on Space Invaders. That God, I'm
That's
like
hilarious.
this is like a Saints Row parody of a gritty reboot of Space Invaders. You know?
Yeah.
What's funny is that you can actually get that for dirt cheap if you ever find it out in the wild or online.
I've never found it, but I will take your word for it.
All right, so where are we sticking this?
I'd say, you know,
Up
the
your ass. What?
Sonic 06 is definitely taking it down a few pegs, as is Pac-Man 2, because, like, those are reboots. Those are fucking sequels. If you were to put, like, Sonic Boom on here, and granted, I know Sonic Boom out then, but still, that would be perfectly valid.
I mean, here's the thing. At the very least, Rise of Lyric, you could argue. Rise of Lyric...
the 3DS game, but, like, the fucking Wii U version is shit.
You can no longer finish that within record time because they patched it.
Yeah, they patched out the Knuckles Infinite Jump glitch.
Alright, so go ahead and scroll us up here. I wouldn't say this is hard news. I'd say this is either high... This has got to be low Iron Man of gaming, because otherwise everything else is good on here.
Yeah.
Would you have put this below 8-bit themes?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so what do we got next?
Next one is top 10 best and worst E3 moments of 2011.
All right, let's do this and water levels, and then we'll call it for the night.
Yep. Well, it's a top 5 best and worst, but yeah, we get. But yeah, that's the basic concept. I haven't really tuned in to much top 10s after a while, because, well, not only because Nick is just not very entertaining by himself, but also the fact that Death Battle was, at that point in time, was taking up more of my interest from Screwattack.
Moments in the show you'd expect from gaming's marquee event. Regardless,
you understand where I'm coming from, right?
Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig for Screwattack's best and worst of E3 2011.
Number 5.
There was a ton of folks anticipating Nintendo's press conference this year, and man, oh man, did they start it off right with a fully orchestrated rendition of several Zelda tunes. Done to promote the 25th anniversary of Zelda and a traveling orchestrated tour coming later this year, there was something about hearing those tunes that got people emotional. Seriously, I saw people tearing up a bit. Not me, though.
I have the CD of this. I love it. Yeah!
The king of the FPS genre right now is Activision's Call of Duty franchise. EA, on the other hand, wants to have something to say about that in the form of Battlefield 3, which is actually causing...
It's kind of... Seems kind of crazy playing Battlefield music over Modern Warfare footage, but yeah.
Well, apparently a lot of said hells no and wouldn't allow them to check it out. Look, we love us some Call of Duty, and we love us some Battlefield, but that is hilarious.
Number 3.
Little background info here. Screwattack is based in Dallas. So when we make our way to LA for
Screwattack always struggled with personalities and being able to hold on to good ones. Still remember how they basically soured Rolf in regards to AVGN. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Hot chicks and free parking. Thank you, THQ and the Saints Row Car Wash.
There's some
with babes.
The real amazement is seeing those sweet, sweet girls who most of the time wouldn't give any of us dorks the time of day, rubbing their bodies all over our cars.
I pressed them up against the window. What?
Number 2.
Go ahead and put them on the glass.
Oh, there's Uncharted.
News of the year happened with Sony being hacked and PSN having to be completely taken down because of it.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, the Move. I still have a Move controller.
I think I still have mine somewhere.
I got mine in
a... Get 'em.
I got my Move controller in like a...
Lifeblood of the company. Without you, there is no...
You know, what was it called? Retro Treasures subscription box.
I got mine at a Goodwill.
New. It was new.
Oh, nice.
Number 1.
Back when Sony had a level of integrity.
Well, that was when
All
Jack
eyes were on
Tretton was in
Nintendo.
charge.
Rumors were flying
Jack
around
Tretton
about a
was
new console
awesome.
that was set to announce at E3, and hot damn, did they drop a bomb in the form of the Wii U. A console
Back
that
when
is
it
designed
had
to bring
the
hardcore gamer back
3DS
to Nintendo
slider
with its
pads.
revolutionary controller and tremendous third-party support. Something that
The
never had.
ad for the
An
fucking
HD
alien.
console that is set to take on the
Aliens,
360
Colonial
PS3
Marines.
Straight on? Hell yes. Nintendo is on the right track to bringing the hardcore gamer back home.
Hey Nintendo, where's my Switch versions of,
All right, that was nice.
you know, Twilight Princess and Wind Waker?
The-
Wind Waker.
I hate the fact that AAA studios couldn't just.
A little question for you. When are the folks at Microsoft going to learn that the people they hire to act like
Nobody
they're playing the Kinect on stage
wants the Kinect.
God, they're bad. Wait.
Not the way it was, anyway.
Seriously, hey, anybody remember that
Especially
breakdancing thing they had at the Olympics?
Yes.
This is like that.
I can see those Gramers that are into Madden just putting their hands in the
Gramers.
This is like Ray Gun at the Olympics.
TV. Yeah, that'll work.
242. What?
Makes the middle school breakdancing club look like they were actually good at what they did.
Remember when you were supposed to finish that fight?
It makes me really
Why
wonder
is this
if any.
trailer in such low frame rate?
How about finishing the fight 3 more times? Because announced at E3 was Halo 4, 5, and 6. Now the argument has been brought up. Well, what about Zelda or Mario or insert big franchise here? They keep coming back. Well,
Yeah, but Skyward Sword is a good game, and Halo 4 sucked.
No, they didn't. Look,
And 5 sucked
Halo
more.
4? No.
No, Halo
4
4
was
didn't. No, here's the thing. Halo 4 didn't totally suck. Halo 5 sucked. Halo Infinite was good, but Halo... Tom Clancy. How do you mispronounce the name of one of the most famous authors in America?
Mother effing Clancy.
The Wii music drummer is still the funniest, yeah.
Jamie Kennedy, I might add. Still, suck my balls. Yeah. Okay, I get it. We love Wayne.
Mr.
Ford,
Caffeine.
everybody loves it. But for the love of God, I'm about to.
Yeah, this guy was on more caffeine than me during my first public speaking presentation.
Number 2.
Oh, the Vita.
The criminally under everything.
You were a good little handheld. It's just a
Yeah, too bad
shame.
Sony didn't see it.
The Vita is poised to take down not just the 3DS, but the entire handheld gaming market.
And we'll be partnering with AT&T as the exclusive
Yeah, this was the
carrier
biggest lie in the
PlayStation
world. It
Vita
got them
in the
fucking
United States.
sued.
How do you get booed at your own press conference? Apparently AT&T isn't the top choice for gamers. I mean, that's about as big as fails you can
It's
get.
either Verizon or T-Mobile. Nobody likes AT&T.
It's number 1.
Oh, that's cute. Nintendo's trying to bring back the hardcore audience. Then why the hell would you name it the freaking Wii U? I really don't think Nintendo gets it. To most hardcore gamers out there, the Wii is seen as a kid's toy. So why include the Wii game on your new console? Why make a controller
Because
that
it
is
was the
about 100
highest selling
times more
console
gimmicky
in the
than
world,
original
right
Wii
behind the
remote?
PS2.
All right, time out.
We never actually got to see that peripheral sold.
Look, as you can see from this list, this is all just in good fun, and the Wii U is extremely polarizing in the gaming world. The bottom line is this. Regardless of where you stand on the Wii U,
Oh,
there's still a
Colonial
ton of time
Marines.
before it actually is released. So
Remember when they
chill the fuck
canceled
out.
that and for the Wii and for the Wii U and everybody breathed a giant sigh of relief?
We're not gonna know who's won.
You know what's funny? The AAA companies could have actually made great games on the Wii U if they weren't concentrated on their AAA titles.
Oh, they could have. Here's the thing. The Wii U is as powerful as an Xbox 360. There were a lot of Xbox 360 games that they didn't port over. There were a lot of Xbox 360 cross-plats with Next Gen that didn't get ported over. So, what the fuck, guys? Vita's underutilization was an unfortunate foreshadowing of Sony's bad video game decision-making. Yes, I heartily agree.
The moment they started censoring and games and refusing to release Japanese games to the US, that's when they started going downhill, because everything else after that were bad choices, beyond bad choices, beyond bad choices.
Yep.
Best and worst of E3 2011.
Oh, I wouldn't say that this is that low. I'd say this is pretty damn good. This is a decent enough list. Hard news at the absolute worst.
Yep.
Above 2011 headlines?
Mid to high, I'd say.
Yeah. I'm mid to high.
You can put it around top 10 SGC, I guess.
You sure?
Huh.
All right.
All right, so now we're gonna wrap up tonight with top 10 worst water levels.
Top 10 Batman games. Holy shit, they're... I didn't realize there were 10 Batman games back when these were being made.
There's a lot of Batman games.
But then again, you know, the AVGN had like 10 Batman games on one video back then.
It is hotter than heck outside, so what better time to talk
But not hell.
about water levels?
And because nobody likes them, we're going to give you the top 10 worst.
Nobody likes them. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
And I'm Nervous Nick.
For Screwattack's top 10 worst water levels.
They're just two dudes chilling in the pool.
2 feet apart.
Aquas.
Awesome aerial dogfights and shooting bad guys down like pew 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 and pew pew.
I didn't mind Aquas that much. At the very least, you didn't have to worry about your teammates getting shot down if you're going for the expert medal. So
Yeah.
the thing is that Sector Z is far worse when it comes to the expert medal because you have to avoid saving your allies as much as possible.
He's a toad.
And
Number 9.
And you have to take out all of the missiles.
Sonic platforming is the thrill of doing
As in, you have to get all of the kills without
going fast
while making sure your allies stay occupied. Oh, hi, Hydro City or Hydrocity or whatever the fuck you want to be called nowadays.
Death.
Sonic 3's Hydro City knows the sense of panic when Sonic's just gasping for air.
Get out of the water, get out of the water.
Stay in the water.
You can't swim.
You can't swim.
You can't breathe there.
Good. Did die.
Oh, thank God.
That noise is by far the most stressful thing about Sonic. And hey, guess what? You can only hear it if you're in.
What the hell?
Yeah. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The collision detection just isn't there sometimes.
Come on, Airbubble, come on. What are you doing? Get it. You missed it.
You're kidding me.
Number 8.
Echo the
Most complaints about
Echo the Dolphin is just a water level,
pacing
though.
from the rest of the game. But what if the entire game were based on the idea of moving through water?
I hate this stupid game.
Why do you hate Echo the Dolphin?
No.
But by a mile, the worst part of Echo has to be
The whole thing. From start to finish, the water just makes
Why?
everything more annoying. Plus, even though the game was designed around water,
Echo the Dolphin's
you still
not
have to
even that...
frequently find air supplies because you're a dolphin.
It's a good game, though. Nomaru says clever speed traps. Echo the Dolphin's a good game.
I hate it.
At the very...
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, this fucking level. This fucking level.
Damn level in the original TMNT.
This is the level that so many people never get to see past because they get so frustrated here. You have to disarm bombs while avoiding electricity, spinning thingamajiggers, one-hit kill.
You look like you're punching your munchkin. Shut up!
Seaweed. Oh yeah, and those
As in jerk it off. Yeah, I know. Oh look, we only got one more.
Yeah, that's
these
the...
things, and it's
This
right.
is the segment that was in the AVGN. Yeah, that's the segment that...
turtles to switch between at any time you want. Honestly, time has made the dam's difficulty way overrated.
Okay, so that joke that I was...
Water Temple's not that bad.
Water level
Fuck.
All you have to do is keep the start menu on the fucking boots.
Everything forgets how to do no matter how many times you play the Walk Arena. You can see why the 6th dungeon has gained notoriety over the years. You're always adjusting the water levels, and unless you're playing on the 3DS, you constantly have to change your boots through the pause menu.
But the water
Yeah.
Temple
You have to do that, period.
And an upgrade to one of the coolest items too. Besides, switching
Okay,
boots
yeah.
wasn't
Why
nearly as
don't you
tedious as
have the
internet's made it
Bigoron
out.
sword by the time...
Like the
You
day
have the
before
Bigoron
Turtles,
sword,
this
why
one's
aren't you
also
using it?
really gotten a bad rap.
Number 5.
Why would you get the Bigoron sword and not use it?
But if there's something from the Zelda series that can beat out the water
Hey,
temple,
look.
it'd be something you gotta put up
Oh.
from the beginning to the end, instead of just one little dungeon. Can somebody please say
I love sailing
the
in this
Great
game.
Sea from Wind Waker? You know what I'm talking about.
I for one am glad Nintendo wanted to
But-
try something new with the overworld,
but-
but did they have to make it so boring and empty? We literally sailed from one end of the world to the other, which took almost 10 minutes, by the way, and ran into
Thankfully, that's
absolutely
alleviated
nothing.
in the Wii U version.
You can beat an entire NES game in 10 minutes. Yeah, we usually
No,
have a
you
rule of one
can't.
game per franchise on our list.
You
but this
literally
just can't be
can't.
overlooked. At least you do eventually learn a song that lets you warp around, but by the time you learn it, it's so late in the game that the damage has long since been done.
Number 4.
Oh boy.
Skies of Arcadia.
Almost every rule in the book. 1. The water slows you down. 2. That means double the random encounters in an already encounter-loaded game. 3. It's a maze, meaning loads of wrong turns. And 4. You activate switches and stuff like you do in the Ocarina of Time's Water Temple.
And it doesn't help that the boss has the best healing spell in the entire game. All that work
Reminds me of the ice level from Final Fantasy III.
Or Final Fantasy 1.
Here's your obligatory Conquer entry in our latest top 10. You know we love this game, so this has to be bad to make the list. Remember all that stuff we said about skies just like 5 seconds ago? Yeah, that pretty much all goes for Conquer too, except the turtle.
Think of this as a combination of Skies and Star Fox. Not only do you have to navigate an underwater labyrinth, but you're doing it in the dark. Plus, you have to keep an eye on your helmet's battery life while making sure you don't start drowning.
Because if you do start drowning, which will happen very quickly, you'll lose your entire life
Fear
before
of
you even
the
react. Oh, by the
dark.
way, there's robot fish hunting you down the entire time.
Constant fear, there's robot fishies
It's basically
near.
everything we don't like about water levels.
Number 2.
Oh, Atlantica.
Atlantica, the bane of my existence.
Not in Kingdom Hearts. Not Kingdom Hearts 1's variant.
Oh, so it gets worse.
Kingdom Hearts 2 that nobody likes. And guess where it takes place?
I hate this so much.
Atlantica, to be exact.
I hate it too, Gizmo. I hate it too. You guys have likely seen me bitching about this when I was playing KH2 for the channel.
A half octopus and Goofy as a whatever fraction of a turtle that is having this thing swim this way with them.
You know what's a shame is that I'm pretty sure the guys that were singing along actually had a good time.
I can't take this anymore. This is it.
Never understood
This
the
song
hate
has
for the
sent
Kingdom
me over
Hearts
the deep
1
end.
version. I didn't struggle with it.
Jump on
I just didn't like the boss fight in that game. I didn't like going around and doing stuff.
Alex, you should have just done what I did.
Missed. Thank God. Still
Yeah.
have one more to go. It's time for a recap.
Just
Number 10,
dodge
Number
while
9,
Donald and Goofy go
Number 8,
ham
Echo, the stinging
on
dolphin.
Ursula.
Number 7, the TMNT Dam.
Number 6, the Water Temple.
Number 5, the Great Sea.
Number 4, Mount Kazai.
Number 3, Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Number 2, Atlantica.
Swim this way.
This gun's for you next.
It's number 1.
Yes.
Oh,
Nothing sparks
you'll see.
interest
Oh,
like
Alex,
hearing about a
it's
secret in a game you like.
it's
And
not
everybody likes Super
just
Mario
any
Bros.
water level.
Is it
It's
minus
the
one?
water.
Everybody got curious when they first
Yes,
saw
the one that inspired that
Minus
episode from
Dun, dun,
Super
dun.
Mario Brothers
A
Z.
secret realm,
Mhm.
inaccessible except through secret means by doing the secret jump and going through the secret pipe, which takes you to the mysterious Minus World. No!
Yeah, that's it.
Yep,
Nothing
this is
special
the
about it.
worst fucking
Minus World is just
water
the same
level
thing as
in
another level in the game.
gaming.
Well, except for one thing.
If you go through the pipe at the end of the stage, it takes you back to the
Back
beginning.
to the beginning.
If only our version of the Minus World could have been more like the Japanese version. That would have been awesome.
But no, you're stuck here. You can't leave the Minus World, and if you go here, your game is done. You literally have nothing left to achieve. You lose. And that sucks. Alright, so we got a bunch of big announcements coming down the pipeline at Screwattack.com, like mega huge. So with that said, you're probably not going to hear a whole lot of me over the next couple of months.
You're stuck with me.
Yeah, you got me.
Well, that
Sorry about
sucks.
that. But he's really good.
Oh, screw you.
Anyways, so expect some
I don't
big
like
announcements coming
Nick.
down the
I
pipeline.
really don't.
Share with you guys.
Yeah, squirt some
Really
mustard.
Excited. And if you're a writer, you like news, you know that type of thing, definitely shoot me an email, Craig@screwattack.com. In the meantime, GT, I'll be seeing you later.
Anyway, I'm gonna have to say Iron Man of Gaming because, well, it's a low one since some of us had some disagreements, but
Yeah, low
yeah.
Iron Man.
We're worse than worse reboots and remakes.
Kevin, what do you say?
Yeah, probably there.
Gizmo, what about you? Gizmo?
Well, I honestly, as funny as it was, just to see them go after the minus world, I really wish they would have gone to an actual water level in Mario games. You know,
That's
like
fair.
Yeah, that is a fair argument.
And they did say that the Ninja Turtle and the Water Temple levels are only there because people have been hating on them because of time constraints that were in the levels. So to me, now it only sounds like they only put them there because people expected them to be.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, so I guess that's it for the night.
Yeah,
Yep.
the
So
next
next
one.
time, top 10 sidekicks.
Yeah,
Oh.
look how much left we got.
Yep.
Holy shit! I thought we were
And
getting close to the end.
most of
Not
these
even.
are done by Nick.
Most of them are done by either Nick, Craig, or Nick and Craig. It wasn't until the very end though that he made a few of his own when he moved to another company, which I added in there for a little variety's sake.
Well, anyway, we'll see you tomorrow tomorrow as of this recording, and because as YouTube is likely going to have this up at a later point in time. We'll see you tomorrow as of this recording for the Legion of Superheroes, not the 2006 show.
I
That
was
show
gonna
is
say
awesome.
not the TV show. No,
The TV show is awesome, and it made me love Brainiac 5.
we're
No,
doing the much worse film. I haven't seen it. I'm just
yeah,
going to presume it's much worse based on the
Alex.
other films that we've watched in this franchise.
Alex, go look through my DMs, and you'll see how much I hate that
I
movie.
don't want to.
Are you talking about the one with Starboy, or are you talking about the one that was just released recently?
The one that was released in 2023.
Yeah. Do you wanna come and be miserable with us tomorrow afternoon?
I'll bring rum.
Why is all the rum gone?
Why would you bring rum and not whiskey?
Because I don't have whiskey. I ran out.
That's fair.
Oh wait, no, hold on. I think I have Jim Beam in the back.
Okay,
Ooh.
so why is all the rum gone?
Why is all the rum gone?
You're talking to the reason.
Oh,
You're
so
not.
you burned it all to signal the Royal Navy.
Boys, the rum gone. It goes down smooth. I can tell you right now. If you ever want to go for rum,
Last time I had rum, it tasted like water.
it goes down smooth, like I said, and it
Yeah,
doesn't taste all that much
there was
like
no
alcohol.
flavor to it.
Oh, if you want to talk about flavor, Corona, like straight up just Corona, not even Corona Light, just Corona has no flavor. It's like water.
Anyway, we'll see
The
y'all. I'll see y'all later.
Chinese beer has no flavor. Haha.
Chinese.
You know where to find me and Kevin. Go subscribe to Gizmo Hibiki on YouTube and Twitch. Do you stream on Twitch? You don't stream on Twitch.
No, dude,
Right, yeah.
how long have we?
Dude, I'm fucking tired right now. I don't know.
I'm retarded. I have an excuse.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I like how you had no comeback after that.